Hey, everybody. Good to see you. It is late night Friday, and I am Carol. I am South Florida Sunshine. I am happy to have you. If you are playing replay, please just hashtag it replay and let me know. And I thank you for that. I have many that come and watch after because we are on very late at night for some parts of the world. And I appreciate you so much for doing that. I also appreciate my regulars who are in the side chat. And I saw Wiley Living was in here first tonight, and then Diva in the Dirt, Maureen Washington. Saw you coming in, and Hedgehog's Homestead. Gosh, guys, I'm so blessed just to have people coming in so early. I really appreciated it. Gardening Warrior Q, thank you, hon. Really, really. Oh, no Q. I mean, Gardening Warrior. Trish Wiley. Hey. What's up? I hope you got some sleep. Oh, Passamaquoddy snuck in. Hey, Passamaquoddy. I'm sorry I didn't greet you in typing. I totally missed you coming in. Almost homesteading with Janet. I like the new with Janet. That was a good idea. Thank you for sharing me out on your community tab, Janet. I really appreciate it. And thanks, Diva. Yeah, click the like. And my Aid near friend. Yep. How you doing, Aid? And my Renaissance grandma. And then I was just in Rob Painless. He had a live. It was quite interesting. Definitely don't ever want to have an electrical fire. Yeah, never. We had some issues in this house, and they were a little bit scary, but my brother, who is an electrical contractor in California, came and double checked some things. And then the neighbor, who was an electrical contractor in Tennessee, came and checked some things. But still, this bedroom has some outlets that probably need I need some new outlets. I know, Aid, you and Rob haven't hung out in so long. It's good that you could get together in my side chat. Hey, Homestead Aquarius, good to see you coming in. Hey, Bob942, good to see you too. Oh my goodness, I am so blessed. Wow. Thank you, guys. Hey, How to Garden. Hey, Glenn. Good to see ya. I saw that stand, but I don't know if I got to say woohoo, because I'm always having trouble. Like, uh, if I see a reel shared somewhere and I go to click on it, it doesn't take me to Facebook all the time to watch it. It like takes me to one that like animals or comedians, because probably that's what I watch the most, I guess, on reels, unless, I'm watching you guys, but I don't go on Facebook much. How many has he had, Rob? It could be an interesting night. Is it just straight up, or are we having Ramoffy? Which kind is it? Is it Captain Morgan? Aid, which kind is it? Because I know you were speaking of English, that the English make a good rum. I never knew that. The Caribbeans usually are known for their rum, like and also too the Cubans, and we have Bacardi here that's very popular with the Cuban population. Oh, that's great, How to Garden. Yeah, that's one way to get your vegetables sold is put your cute kids out there, and yeah, that was so nice to see. And it was good. It was still pretty good weather for it too, which is nice. It's not, we're not in the sweltering heat yet. Although you guys did get like Orlando got the 90s, I saw, which is nuts. And I heard it's going to go boop boop like back and forth. They're going to get the cool weather too, and then it's going to go back up. Oh, oh, lower shelf stuff. Pineapple soda. I drink a grapefruit soda. Well, I used to. Now I'm not drinking any of that stuff, but it's called Ting. Oh, I love it. Never had a pineapple one though. Cream soda. Oh, that sounds amazing. Almost homesteading. Yeah, well, I can't really drink. I am, it like puts me to sleep too quickly. The first one is nice. Usually that the second one, it can make me take a nap. And also I need to just protect my liver. So I prefer like, medical card and get a little gummy or little cream, with some THC in it. Just a little bit. because I'm a lightweight. Like if it's a 10 milligram gummy, I'm only taking a quarter of that thing and I'm gone. Hey, Stephanie Joe Roundtree, like after it kicks in. Good to see you, hon. Thank you for coming in. Well, tonight is just basically why you garden and how you can encourage me. I'm going to drop the link because I put it on subscribers only, but it right now is only at 20 minutes. And if we have any problems, I'll just up it. Oh, thank you, Rob. I really appreciate it. Let me put that in the side chat for my co-host. And anybody else, Laura too, anybody else in my side chat right now who wants to come in. No surprises out of the blue in the bushes, please. Because you will be composted. I drink when I'm... Oh, I'm not going to put that up. Oops. Since I'm trying. Oh, good for you. I forgot. Almost homesteading. You're how old? No, sweetheart, it's okay. You're among friends here. But you can take it down if you feel like, it was too much. We ended up having to adopt because of trying to when I was older. Hey, there's my Laura. What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Getting everything set? Good. I'm doing pretty good. I've got my poor daughter. She came in. She's like, "Did you spill something?" I'm like, "No, but I have the essential oil thing going." And she's like, I'm like, "Yeah, the rosemary oil kind of went bloop, bloop, bloop right in there."
Uh-oh.
I had to pour like half of it off and add water to it again. And it's still pretty like, I'm
My
feeling
goodness.
enlightened. Mhm.
That's funny.
I needed like that and eucalyptus, and go figure, the rosemary poured in, and I barely have any eucalyptus just to clear me
Yeah.
out. Oh, right. I know. The normal people have filters. Us, not so much. Almost homesteading. Yep. I know. You live in the life. You should have heard me today, I think, after you had to go, and we were getting into the real nitty gritty of, having to go through the change and how it can tear families apart, or at least husbands and wives, because, yeah, they don't prepare you for any of that at
Nope.
all. Especially, in marital counseling, if you get any, they should definitely hit on that if you're an older couple.
Right.
Hey,
That's for sure.
Miss Diva in the Dirt, we welcome her. My
Hey.
Renaissance grandma, I need to find out what you do with those banana blossoms. They looked delicious. She made like a meatless Monday and she had banana blossoms, but they looked like a dessert.
Oh,
What's
wow.
this about you, Sugar Garden? Good to see you.
I am here, but I'm just sharing out the stream on my channel, so I'll just be a couple of minutes, and
Okay,
you
yeah,
don't need to
good.
see me
Nice.
with googly eyes.
I totally understand.
Googly eyes, huh?
Google, Google, Google.
Love you, Janet. That's awesome.
Are we live already?
Yeah, we're totally live.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how you saw me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're
Well, I
all...
can see you when I come up anyways, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers it's a different spelling. It's, I think, K-A-R. We were in a live today, and her name's Carol too, and I said it goes with the name. She was like this way at first, then she was like,
I love how you just go there,
yeah,
Yeah, you betcha.
you betcha. That's for my friends in the, that area of the country. But yeah, she was sideways. And she's trying to figure that out, and then she muted herself, and I'm like, "It's okay, Carol, it comes with our name, I totally understand." Like,
Mm.
everybody's trying to talk her down, so she would, like, calm down. Is it Jamia? Is that how you say her name, Almost Homesteading, or Jemiah? Am I saying it? I know I'm probably just doing a horrible job with her name. She was so sweet and was really like, "Okay, you just need to stay calm, Carol, and, just stay
Mhm.
calm," and telling her what to do, like, go back. Oh my gosh, Bob's having chocolate ice cream. Bob. That's my
Bob.
weakness, dude.
Bob.
Dude.
Well,
Well,
you
I lost like 4 pounds. I lost like 4 pounds.
Woo!
Yay, from not eating chocolate ice
Congratulations.
cream. Thank you. It'll probably, you know how that goes though, Diva. Like what we were talking
Mhm.
about, where at the inflammation. We'll see if it's back tomorrow. It's
yeah.
amazing how inflammation can hold on to water at this age.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamia, thank you. I knew it was different. I wasn't saying it right, but she was so sweet with her, and almost homesteading with Jana. I'd see her say, can you like be in my live stream, please? When like help me calm, calm me
That is
down."
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was really nice. But anyway, yeah, it was cute, and I can't remember her whole channel. Almost homesteading. She does like little mini foods, like videos
Oh,
of cooking mini foods. It's adorable.
cute.
It's really adorable, and she's a
I remember
hoot.
I think we all remember the first time we went live. Man. Oh.
Yes. I think though it's like somebody said in what Homestead Aquarius, do you remember what Tian called me? Like that I had blonde roots actually. It had to do with having blonde roots. Sorry, Laura, but it was like
Well,
it was
my roots aren't blonde anymore. So.
mine aren't my color anymore either. There she is. Look at you, so
Hello.
cozy. Oh, I
The
recognize
answer.
one of those. Uh-huh.
Ugh. Actually, I should go
Yeah.
get mine.
I know I should turn mine on actually because I was the one
Everybody
that
get a. It's
it's
like
up, get
I'm
yeah.
serious.
Oh, and Diva, this almost got to you, and then I saw that the tab got completely ripped, and I had no tape with me
Oh
in the
no.
car. Yeah, I don't know if little man got to it or so. It'll get there. One day you will have what I promised you. It's stuffed completely full.
Yeah, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg and probably a kidney.
Yeah, it might. I might have to leave
Why
my
is it so expensive to send things to Canada?
I have no idea. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Carol the something miniature. That's the
Especially
direct
when we're connected. We have a
right.
border that connects. It's just
Exactly.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to me either why
Yeah.
they do that.
No. No.
They don't want us communicating a lot. That's all. Because we might figure things out and fire them all. What the? I'm falling apart over here. See what I get. Hold on. I'm gonna have to
you sure
stand
are.
up and fix my.
All right, Diva, you got the show. I'll be right back.
I gotta make.
She's busy.
I gotta
I'm
make
busy.
sure my
Okay.
butt is not like right there in the. Pardon
Showing it.
me.
Showing.
Yeah, showing a touche. No touche shot, please.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Am I a little bit? All right. There we go. I think that's all right. Oh yes, it's been a day. Now I don't know where the plug went. I just saw it when it fell down. There we go. All right, guys. We're just having technical difficulties here, helping out the
Yeah.
sore muscles. Woo! There we go.
Hey,
My
God's
lower
desire
back.
for me.
Hey, God's
Thanks for
desire
coming
for
in.
me. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Well, I was fortunate because it's like I've just got this, stiffness in my shoulder. We were doing a lot of moving today, and so my daughter said, "Oh, do you want my shoulder thing, that weighted shoulder heating pad?" And I said, "Sure." So then
Aw.
she came and put it on me and buttoned me up and
Aw.
and
It's
set
funny. I
my
at first thought it was an accessory because it almost matches what you're wearing. So I
yeah,
thought it
I
was
guess
like
it
I was,
does.
I was like, well, that's a nice
Hello,
jacket,
and this
house
is my
jacket.
microphone. Hello.
Oh, I've got the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I need one of
nice.
those. I need one of those in my life.
Everybody in the chat needs to get one now.
Yes, I know. I should probably pull it off of
It's the
Amazon and
cozy
link
cat.
it in the chat. Right?
Cozy,
Whoever
cozy
has
chat.
their Amazon link, they can do that. I don't. I lost mine for not getting enough sales, but that's okay. I wasn't pushing it. I should have.
Yeah, I don't quite understand how it all works.
Cats are always up to something.
I don't know if I have it. I keep on still doing it, but I should
They'll
probably.
let
Yeah.
you know. They'll send you a letter, and then they tell you like you can come back and reapply for it if you want to. And I'm like, eh.
No.
I saw Diva was kind enough to share with me her first check.
Oh, I haven't got a check, so.
Let's see your
Is it
face.
But, I've moved
dollar
a couple
dollar
times.
38 $1.38?
Was it
think it was.
$1? Okay, I wouldn't.
It's
Yeah.
better than nothing, right?
$1.13. It was
Actually,
something like
that's
that.
pretty good. It was low though. It was like, okay, do I need to really push this? Because am I gonna make anything?
I think you make
Uh,
something once you're bigger, for sure.
uh-huh.
Oh yes, Shawnee, they do. They do. And Shawnee, if you're on
Hey,
Facebook,
Shawty.
would you please find me on there? I am Carol Woods on Facebook because after this morning I wanted to find you and I wasn't sure if I found you or not. So yes, find me please. Want to chit chat with you. We had a very good morning, I think, for you missed were you doing your class? Is that what you were teaching in class or were you doing your breads today?
I was doing breads and then mowing the lawn and moving pots and
Oh, wow.
the chicken babies come tomorrow, so I had to get the brooder out.
Oh my.
And so yeah, it was a very busy outdoor day, and the
Yeah.
weather was just absolutely stunning here.
Mhm.
But it's like when you go from sitting around, laying around, sitting and laying around, sitting and laying around to, hey, let's go mow the lawn that is this long and it's wet.
Yeah.
You go, oh, I
So
forgot.
what kind of
Those
baby
muscles have
chickens are you
not
getting?
been used
Yeah, that's a
forever.
huge challenge when it's wet, usually.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thankfully don't have to do that part. And plus my husband likes doing it for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, you mean Laura looks a little bit like Survival Lily? I think a little bit, but she's prettier. I mean, Survival Lily's pretty. Don't get me wrong, she's pretty, but
I don't know.
Laura's my friend, so she gets prettier. That's how it works.
She's the gorgeous one of the
Oh,
group.
okay, Shani.
Gorgeous is what she is.
Oh,
She is.
Yes, I'm
Stop,
getting chicks, baby
darling.
chicks. I have
That's
six
exciting.
Buff Orpingtons coming tomorrow afternoon.
I have some buff
Stop.
Orpingtons. I love them. They're so
Mhm.
cute.
Oh,
Mhm.
What
I
color are they?
have chicken envy.
I think these are all going to be chicken envy. I think they're all going to be golden color. Like I could have ordered the lavender or the white ones,
Mhm.
but they cost more, and they don't lay. Their egg count per year is less than just the standard
Yeah.
buff.
That's
Mhm.
what I have is the standard buff, and the egg
Mhm.
count is right on. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Thank you,
And
Homestead Aquarius.
Now, are Buff Orpingtons one of those a dual breed or just egg
yes,
white? Okay,
yes.
that's what I would like if I ever do get to.
I have those on the homestead, and then I have Jersey Giants too.
Okay.
Because not
Ooh.
only are they a dual breed, they leave the buff and the Jersey Giants give you bigger eggs. So
Oh,
Oh,
good to
with
know.
with a big man, I need big eggs.
That makes sense. Yes, you do.
does.
Maybe you should get like a protection ostrich or something.
Well, I've got Polly my turkey in there, so
Oh, that works too.
yeah.
Turkeys, big eggs too.
Yes,
Yeah,
Bob, you are pretty.
yes, you're very pretty. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She said Divine Bob.
Yes, divine. Fine, Bob. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a little TMI for tonight, Bob. We're kind of not doing one of those chats, but we'll connect. We'll connect with you,
Yeah, you will have to post some of the
Got
posts on there for
Yeah.
people that are in my chat.
Oh, duh, I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yes,
Yeah, they don't.
God's desire for me is over in Divas. Hello.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in. And Bob wants to know if he's, He feels pretty when he's wearing. He's a jokester, just for all of you in Divas Chat who don't know Bob 942. If you
Mhm.
go and watch him, he's usually in his garage and he's basically very handy. Not
Yeah,
the type that you would think would be wearing heels underneath his
Heels.
desk, but we never know.
he's
Mhm.
Never
handy,
know.
creative, and makes compost with unexpected tools, which is awesome.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, he makes it like, the composters like the Lumi, is it? The ones that are on top of your counter? So, he's almost
Mhm.
making dirt. He's almost making
Yeah,
brand new dirt that's just got more nutrition in it than
I
something.
bought a bag, and it was called Premium Compost, and it looked a lot like his compost.
Oh, I'll be darned.
mm.
Mhm.
Yep, Bob's always setting new fashion trends. So, tonight, other than Bob's, hankering for wearing fancy shoes, what is it that makes you guys, when you don't feel like gardening, to do it? Like to get ready and just do you just push yourself? Or I mean, is there some kind of inspiration? Is it looking at your, like, my friend Diva would say, larder, and realizing, okay, we're low on this, so I need to, what is it that motivates you to get out there and get going?
For me, the other day, I was so tired and exhausted.
Yeah.
One of my hormonal responses to menopause is not sleeping well,
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
and and so I fall asleep and then I wake up, and that's why I've been able to be here lately, because I wake up, after an
right.
hour of being asleep, and I don't drink, so it's not that.
Yeah, I know.
um, but yeah, I was just dragging my feet, but I think because I'm a type A kind of person,
Mhm.
just
Oh, sweet.
knowing that if I don't get this in the ground by this time, it won't produce what I want it to produce. So
Yeah, that's a good point. That's true.
so that's what keeps me going, is my own crazy mind.
The type A personality. See, I have like type B, but I also have little man who will yank up what I plant. So I'm, trying to
Yeah. So
get
you feel like,
inspiration from others so I can see if I can press on and just maybe plant double. I don't know what to do, which makes it easier for me.
well, for me, I
Oh,
had a big
yeah,
enough
I do too, almost. If it was just me, I'm right there with you. It's just little man is always with me, so it's a little
yeah,
bit harder.
and he can't not be with you. So
And no, he cannot
that's
not
not
at
option.
this age,
No.
especially. He's
Yeah.
very curious.
And you didn't have an area like I did in Oregon where I could just, section it off the
Yeah,
garden, and I
yeah.
could put him inside with the chickens where I could see him still.
Mm,
And well, not
yeah,
inside.
that did
I
sound
had
right.
I had a very big
An area.
I had a
Yeah,
big backyard, and there was like
she did.
a garden
Cute.
area that was fenced off from the chickens, but that was on one side of our yard, and then on the other side was, it looked like a park. Um, but yeah,
Having fresh and real organic food. I just don't trust the grocery store anymore. Too many dang recalls. Even my fails keep me going. Amen. I like
yeah,
that. Even
yep,
my fails keep me going.
yeah.
Mhm.
What motivates to get to the garden is Yep, there's another one. The
Wow.
constant recalls on produce. I need to keep that in the forefront of my mind now that both of you said it.
Wow.
So
Well,
true.
this year I'm
Especially
on,
lettuce. Ooh,
yes, lettuce, the romaine lettuce. How
yeah.
many times do people have the recalls on romaine lettuce? You know why? Because our main market in the United States is right across from the main market where the cows are,
Mhm.
and they share an aqueduct, and
Oh,
it
wow.
runs off, and then yeah.
I heard too it was like wild boars too were contaminating the water
Mhm.
somehow at one point. It's like, ew,
Hey,
gross.
cool gamer.
Hey, cool gamer
Thanks
too. Welcome in.
for coming in. Yeah,
Appreciate
I
it.
I
Hey,
agree.
cool gamer.
Like, you know, Carol, you and I have very similar personalities, and it is I am having a hard time getting started. But, just exactly what you said, Laura, where it's like, um, I need to get things done or I'm going to come up in empty-handed.
Mm,
And part of my, wanting to be an urban homesteader and be in a position where I can provide my own things. Well, my last video, I go, because we don't eat a lot of potatoes. I went, well, just go get 6 potatoes, for our dinner because my son is coming. And
mm.
you go, it's $9 for 6 potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you go, what? And so I would rather grow my own food,
Yeah.
again, knowing that it's organic,
Oh,
knowing
that
that there's
potato thing was like ridiculous on your
yeah,
video. If you guys haven't
yeah,
Yeah.
seen Diva's video and her going to their dollar store too, which you'll be dying as Americans looking at your dollar
I
store
know your
or
dollar store
like,
is amazing.
so many
I
people
saw
said,
that.
what
I
a
was
nice
like,
dollar
what
store.
kind of dollar
I
store
mean,
is she going to?
they are they're redoing all the Dollar Trees. They're going to be a like a Five Below for us down here in
Hmm.
America. We have Five
Okay.
Below, and it's not even Five Below anymore because it's above $5 too.
Hmm.
So they're doing that with the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is going to now compete with no longer Five Below. So it's just like a cheaper version of Walmart.
Well, here in our area, we have the dollar store slash $1.25 store, right?
Yeah,
Slash
right.
Family Dollar, and so um, it kind of has the same kind of, but we don't have like your garden section and your dollar store, Maureen,
Yeah, that
was
was
amazing.
amazing.
I
It
was just
was.
what?
I know so many people said stuff, and it was like, wow. Like, do you at your dollar stores, do you guys
Wow.
sell canned goods and things like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
we do, but
okay.
ours doesn't look as orderly as yours. People
Mhm.
have just about given up, I think, that work there. So maybe and that's probably why they're closing some of them. Almost homesteading is to renew it and like get
Well,
back out
ours, my mom was watching, she goes, I was watching the ticker tape, and she said it was
there.
they're closing 1,000 stores in Canada because the Christmas in the Christmas season, they didn't make enough money, so they have to close them. And I said to her, I said, well,
Wow.
I don't quite believe that
Yeah.
because when you think about this past year on how expensive everything has gotten, hang
Hmm.
on, people were probably going to our dollar store
Yeah.
because there is canned goods, there
Mhm.
is, box pastas and rice and
Hmm.
things like that that you can buy. Don't tell me that they were not making a lot of money. I
Yeah.
have a feeling that probably someone very special went to them and said, we want you to close these if we give you big buckets of money. We want you
Yeah.
to not
Mhm.
have as many. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's Maureenism right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maureen's theory.
Yeah.
I agree with your theory.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing that all over. You know what came to me, and this is going to sound really probably outlandish, but
Huh.
what if they're pushing us out into the country in order to buy all the homes near the cities to do their thing that they want to do with the cities,
Yeah.
and then they will push us right back off our land.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's what,
Yeah.
my street here, there's 7
Mhm.
houses and they were giving me, poor a poor offer to buy my property because they wanted to put up a 6-story 200-unit apartment building.
Mm.
And it's like
Wow.
you go
What?
there and they didn't like, and it's like
An
I
apartment
think
building.
they're yeah, no, but they were out, but and they said, well, we'll give you, we'll offer you 1.2 million for your house. And I've got a quarter of an acre. And not that it's worth that, but it's
Yeah.
like, but I could sell it 1.6 easily. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
why are you lowballing me? You know,
Yeah.
Exactly. If you really
you
want
know,
it, why are you?
uh-huh,
Exactly.
uh-huh. But they've put it on hold because they weren't ready to do it till 2025. So I have a feeling they're going to be coming back around going, would you like to buy, could we buy your home? And it's like, yeah, you can buy it for 5 million is what you can buy it for from
Yeah.
me. Because then I have something to work with if I
Yeah.
have
Hmm.
to leave,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Right.
Exactly. That's wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he popped
So
over to yours.
yeah.
Yeah, right? Give me a real offer and we'll talk.
So they did say that, and I know the people next door to me, they had just done a, very expensive renovation, gutting the house right down to nothing, to the studs, reconfiguring the top floor, making a beautiful, 9-foot ceiling suite in the basement for their mother, um,
Mhm.
and then extending lots of it. And it was like, and you're going to offer them that? No, they're going to say, that won't do us any good. And so they told us we could be orphaned. And that the problem with being orphaned is that,
Oh
when we
gosh.
go to sell our homes, who's going to want to buy a home when there is a 6-story apartment building right behind me?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So,
If somebody
but
sells prior to you, yeah, that's true.
so
That's
yeah, so
lovely.
I was really surprised that like the comments, wow, your dollar store, wow, your dollar store. And it was like, I should have taken them to the other one because it's even nicer.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, don't. You might make us just way too jealous.
Yes.
All of a
Yeah.
sudden, there's all these people coming over to Canada. We're coming to the dollar store.
Yeah.
We saw it. It looks good. So,
Yeah. This is why I do not make chocolate pudding or bring chocolate ice cream into my house because that happens to me. I
Well,
just
in
finish it all. Yep.
our area where we live, the dollar store doesn't have that much garden stuff. They do have garden stuff, but it gets picked from so quickly.
right.
It's true. Homestead Aquarius. It does sound like the
Mhm,
movie Up.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maureen's gonna have to
I
tie a
think,
bunch of balloons to her house and just take
but I
off
think my house
into the
is too
country.
big to do that. But I agree
Oh,
with you too
well.
that yeah, let's like, shove you to the country and then, put all sorts of weird parameters to push you back in,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once they have it set up, though, once they have the system set up.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
working on it though.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like it. If they're already making offers like that, if Maureen already heard about it, then they've already made offers to other people and started doing it. Plus, who knows what's going on down in the place that burnt to the ground.
Yes.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another good idea to learn how to grow, and also not just outside but inside. And like almost homestaying was saying, she doesn't have like that motivation for the inside, but motivation would be how they have right now in our state, Georgia, and other states. They're reporting a very big measles outbreak because, oh, I wonder why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it could be chemical things like that, that force us
Yeah, how
inside.
how
So,
how could there be an outbreak when when
well,
everybody
has
and their
to,
kids and their dog, yeah, you've all been,
yep. Oh, yeah, we had to
um,
have another one when we went
tap,
to college too. Like, you
tapped
had to,
in. So
yep.
so there's like, yeah, they're just gonna call it. Well, I think I remember I was hearing, not that it did come out per se, but it was like in 2021, 22, they said, oh yeah, they're gonna say, and all those the water polo. I'm trying not to say the
Yeah.
um that illness was
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
actually going to be coming back because even though you
Oh,
had been all of ourselves and our children and their children's children, everybody's done, it was like, oh, it wears off, and so it was supposed to be making its way back, especially in children.
Hey,
And
Mama
you're
that's
like,
J.
lovely. Oh, hey, Mama J. Mama J, I almost did uh a hat night. So I'd like to do that with you guys one night, like a gardening hat night where we just wear our gardening hats or, just any kind of hat you want to wear is fine. But Mama J, I didn't get to watch it, but I saw your notification about is it too soon to wear my hat? And she had her little
Oh,
gardening hat on and her gardening shirt. Hey, GT Junior grows at Alaska. Good to see you.
hey, GT.
Oh, you did too. Yeah, see, Shawnee's heard it too. They're already putting it out there trying to get us going. Yeah,
yeah.
trying to get us fearful. Hey, Mama
Mm-hmm.
J. So
Well, I
good.
So
did
that's another
same.
reason why you want to grow your own
food. So you don't
food.
have to go to the grocery store and stand
Yeah.
in that long line. And they can tell you, you can go in and only buy
Mhm.
A, B, C, and
Yes.
D.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
what they'll
Actually,
say, Q. I don't know if it's true. I don't know.
um,
I
the
think that's what they'll say to push more
right,
on us.
right.
Anyway,
Hey, Mike's.
I know in Saskatchewan in Canada here, their premier, he was in the Wally Worlds. It was
Mhm.
like they had a whole like a person went in and they wanted to go and buy a birthday card. And
Mhm.
you weren't allowed to go buy a birthday card. You could only buy
Really?
essentials. And it was
Yeah.
like, but I'd like to buy this blanket. No, you can't buy that. That's non-essential. And you go, but it's to keep people warm. Nope, can't buy. You weren't allowed to buy any of those kinds of
Hey,
things. So
Jeffrey.
Yep.
it was a very odd thing to me. And so he had his essentials, and then he did have the birthday card underneath just to see, and he's videotaping it to see if he
Uh,
could get away with buying it. And they said,
Wow.
"Oh, you can't buy that."
That's crazy.
Mhm.
that's,
That's
I
just
mean, yeah. So many people fixed up their homes during that period. And there was states out here that they would, no, you can't go and get paint.
thank you. You
Wow.
inspired it, Mama J. You inspired it. Plus, I like hats. I just can't put them over my earbuds, so I'm gonna have. I mean, my ears up here. I'm gonna have to. Hey, J3GS Farm. Good to see you.
You just have to find a hat that will fit over your little
I
kitty
know.
ears.
I'm even stretching out my big rimmed hat. I like put it on and it had been too long from like not wearing it. And I'm like, I know my head did not grow.
Oh, it did. It had all that brains in it. It's all that research you're doing.
Yeah, that's it. It
Mhm,
just keeps
mhm.
that'd be
Just keeps
horrible. Can
getting
you imagine?
bigger, bigger
No,
brain.
it's your
Yeah.
menopause brain. It grows bigger.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
it. Yep. Because yeah, we've
Yeah,
got
it's the
so much
same
stuff
thing
in there.
for us. God's desire for me, which again is sort of what has one of the reasons why it's led my daughter into doing becoming an herbalist and understanding what are things that we can do, and the right from the get go, you know the history of you go herbal medicine has always been the thing that
Mhm.
everybody used, and it's like this western medicine has only been around for 100 years, and so
Yeah.
it's
Mm.
and they've taken out the good
Mhm.
of some of these herbs and or things, and it's like the grapefruit, like why there's so many medications uh you can't eat grapefruit if you're taking this med, because the constituents that are in grapefruit, that's what they've taken. So it's the fact that you'll get
Medicine.
too much of the said
Mhm.
Mm.
thing that you actually need. My friend, she had she's just a little bit older than me, and she had a stroke a few years ago, and all sorts of medications, and she just said, "You know what? I'm not going to take those. I'm going to
Mm.
eat grapefruit every day." Not that, not a
Yeah.
doctor, but
Yeah.
that was her choice, and it's keeping her level. So,
Mhm.
This
I
was
was just going to
amazing.
say that the
So fun.
grapefruit is a
Yeah.
powerful.
Yep.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then all
Especially
these people,
for.
"Oh, I can't have it. I can't have it." And it's like, oh, it's because it's already in the drug that they made, that it's got all the
Mhm.
extra things that you don't need in it.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because Shawnee was asking if you guys recommend any kind of hack. She's tired of her little ears burning while she's out in the garden.
Hmm. I only wear a baseball cap mostly.
Yeah.
So,
And I wear like headbands. I'm really bad. That's why I was getting out my hats to see if I had any. But there's lots of large brimmed hats, which
mhm.
will give you coverage, Shawnee. You could check out if you guys have any of those stores like Marshalls or TJ Maxx. Sometimes this time of
Mhm.
year they'll have them for a good
Mhm.
good price.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll look up the hat that because my husband was a ginger, and so like he just thought about the sun and he burned, right? He'd be
Yeah.
yeah,
inside
right.
thinking about it and it'd be burning. And so he had one that, and my son used it when he used to work in a garden nursery, and it was like a little bit longer than the back. It's not like, hey, I'm so cute, but it's a good practical hat. Or if I do get up to use the loo, I'll bring it back. But if not, I will have it for my live tomorrow. I'll have the name of it, and it actually has
Oh.
like the proper type of SPF in it to protect.
Oh,
So
nice.
I just
Is it this type of hat, like a Homestead saying, like a Columbia hat, where it has the drop back so it can protect his neck?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you might have a different brand too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wear those
And I
a
think
lot
it
down
wasn't.
here in the lawn care business because during summer
Yes.
they get blasted down here.
So I just
And they wear
have.
those. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I have brown ears, so it has
What?
natural SPF in them, so I don't have to worry about my ears.
Yeah. As long as you don't put baby oil on it when you first go out.
Hey! Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about what happened in Mexico stays in Mexico. We don't talk about that.
All right. For those of you who
I
don't know.
don't need anything. I'm just gonna put baby oil. Why don't you just put cooking spray on you, Maureen? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Ann, welcome in.
Hey, Ann.
Did I see? Wait a minute. Did I see Brutal Bob come in? Did I?
I didn't see
I
him.
thought I saw. Okay, I thought I saw Brutal.
Brutal
Yes, I
Bob is
did.
here.
Yes, I did. I need this great
Hey,
line.
Brutal Bob.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope we can meet that need. I'm so sorry. I understand totally. We've all had days that are.
So, what do you guys think about all this extraterrestrial talk
Oh, goodness.
that's going on? Is that a no talk zone?
No, it's not a no talk zone. I think it's made up, just like they had Project Bluebeam. They talked about that they were going to do it,
right?
To unite humanity, and of course, what better way to just completely obliterate all manner of religion than have them show up?
Well, I think what's interesting is there's so many ideas of religion that are coming around that, and spiritualism that are embracing that.
Yeah. I meant the older religions. It's going to just kind of that are monotheistic, or it's going to kind of, kind of try it. It's going to try and obliterate him. We know that won't happen with certain ones.
Yeah.
They can make you see just about anything they want you to see. And an interesting little tidbit that I heard yesterday was that originally green screens were blue screens.
Interesting.
They were blue first.
Yeah.
And then they turned to green screens. What is one of the biggest, bluest screens that you see every single day?
Yep, above our head. That's right.
And I went, well, that's very interesting. Not that I'm buying into any la la la. I just go, you know what? Just go hang out with your chickens and try to grow your ding dang carrots this year. That is the goal. Can I grow delicious carrots? Yes, that's my goal. And that's what I occupy my mind with.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was
loose, and it should be good.
That after mentioning that, and then I thought that was in mine. He's over in yours. I was like, oh my gosh, they're watching.
It's a Nightbot. It's aliens.
They're making the Nightbot stalk me. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel, Janet. Like, what are they saying now? Like, come on.
Yes.
Like, what new thing have they seen? Like the stuff down in Miami, when I would see that and people would post about it, I'm like, hello, I am from Florida, and I used to go down to Miami and do extra work in commercials and in, different things in the film industry. Please be aware, our film industry is in Miami, and probably what you saw is something that will be out later in the movie theater. Just to guess, and that's why they can't comment on it, because it's an upcoming movie. Don't jump to conclusions that it's real. And then people started doing all the fancy schmancy stuff on that film footage.
Right.
and putting it out and
Mhm.
freaking people out even more.
Well, I
Mhm.
think it's a distraction, first of all. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, and
Oh, all the time.
and that people are making a religion around these things, and it's something
Me.
to oh, okay,
Oh,
something to
Who's
distract us
struggling with carrots?
from true relationship with our Savior.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Anything to get your
Absolutely.
eyes off. And even I think, as you guys were mentioning earlier, um, is the fact that it's get your eyes off, but they're even like, hey, let's bring it into our level. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is the new way of thinking about God. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's look it up in the Bible. Let's look it up in an old Bible. Let's open up
Yes.
a
Yeah.
Bible from your
Right.
great grandma.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
look at that verse. What it says there. That verse is now missing in our today. But
Hmm.
anyway,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I struggle with growing with carrots. Changing subject, sorry. Sort
No,
of,
it's
That's
kind
okay.
okay. Yeah. No, it's
of.
perfect.
And
Oh, I
I
didn't see
think
any
what it
bloopers. You're
is that
fine, Ann.
you have to have very loose soil, and I don't think that my soil is loose enough to plant
Mm.
carrots in.
I
I do use the cornstarch. I make a cornstarch gel, put my seeds in so that they'll stay in their rows, but then they're too impacted. And my best carrots were the ones. I think it was the very first year, so I think the soil probably wasn't. I usually go through with my trowel and I'll jab it down. But my girlfriend, she said her mom was helping her with her carrots, and they were beautiful last year. She goes, I could put my arm in up to my elbow
yeah.
down. So that's what my goal is this year. Where to
Uh,
put that, I don't know.
I like the not. Is it nantes? I like the shorter carrots because just like them. But I
Larks.
love to eat the longer carrots. But
Yeah.
I'm impatient, like Jess says from Roots and Refuge, and I get impatient with carrots. Is my problem.
Yeah.
Just do, and I peek.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's the expert. Welcome, Lark's Homesteadish. Plant them in a deep container with some peat-based compost mix. Okay. And that would probably
That's what
be,
I
you can
bought.
do it in a 5 gallon. That's what I've heard, that people do that in 5 gallon and they have really good results.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm going to
Containers
do.
for me and carrots. Yeah. I would
I
Well,
like to,
GT containers for you with just about everything, really, because you grow year round
yeah,
in the
you're all
middle
up.
of the
Mhm.
Arctic Circle.
I'm growing carrots in clay, basically.
Wow.
Wow.
And I'll get my carrots are like this,
Hmm.
and that's good enough for now.
What
Um,
about doing like you know how uh, Justin Rhodes has that thing, the broad fork? But what about
Mhm.
just using your fork like that in the
I
area?
do that. I've
Do
been
you?
doing
Okay.
that with my fork. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I wasn't sure if
yeah.
I remembered it right. Hey,
I
Casey.
didn't do it last year, and I still got enough carrots. But
Nice.
yeah,
Very nice. Now, when you put them out, do you cover them? I think you said when you're
yeah.
putting them out.
Either cover them with a board. This time I have them covered with mulch, but I don't know if it's going to work.
If
A
you
lot of
haven't
people,
seen Hedgehog's Homestead, I think you're already planting it out, I think is what I
yeah,
saw.
I have carrots in the ground too
Yep.
right now.
Wow.
I have onions, carrots, about to put broccoli and lettuce out there covered. Like if I have a freeze, I'll cover them.
There you go. Mike's got it right there. Keep mixing leaves into the clay. That's true.
Mhm.
And Planter Garden TV says that is his big thing is leaves and rotten wood, like big chunks. He takes like trunks of
Oh, I
trees.
had that in my garden bed and I had to take it out, but
Oh, you did? What was the problem with
oh,
it?
because I was planting asparagus last
Oh,
2
okay.
days
Oh,
ago,
that makes sense.
and I was like, no, I gotta take this out. But I had chunks of like burnt wood in there
Oh,
like
nice.
this.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I think he leaves his basically to rot and then takes it when it's like pretty good where it's almost broken down and with the leaves and everything
Right.
going.
Yeah,
I've been watching this guy that um,
I do.
uh, our favorite gardener he's called Grow What You Eat, and he's doing a lot on biochar. Um,
Mhm. It seems
and
to be popular right now. Like David the Good just did a thing on it in cans that you can make it in
right,
cans.
and that's where it comes from. That guy,
Oh, okay. You
David
went back.
Good recommended him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
so I'm going to add a lot of biochar this year,
Yeah,
and
that should help.
I gotta, you know, I gotta keep on with the compost just to break down
Mhm.
my soil. So
Now, with us being YouTube creators, do you ever feel like it is competitive gardening on YouTube a little bit?
it can
Or
be.
do you stay in like you're not, you're not seeing that yet? You're kind of just in your own little, just doing my thing, doing it.
Yeah, I don't see that, but I think I might be one that, you know, do 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 has her heads in the clouds most of the time, like, "Oh,
I am
oh,
too until
oh,
I get slapped out of them.
oh,
That's true.
I
were we
don't feel the
competing? I didn't know."
Yeah.
I don't feel the competitive with other people
No, I don't mean
because
like us with them, but seeing it
I'm
out in YouTube
yeah,
land, like,
I I feel like I have to accomplish. You know
mm,
what I mean?
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
on you and your
Because they can do
That's
it. So what, I don't like that. Like, I love, I've been watching a lot of different YouTubers for garden stuff lately.
yeah.
Because I find that, the YouTubers that I was watching, they just don't give enough information,
yeah.
because they want to sell a book or they want to do this or they,
Right,
and
right.
Can we
that's
take a
understandable.
second? Bob's wife broke her up her humorous, Brutal Bob today.
Oh,
Gosh.
God, I just lift up Brutal Bob's. He calls her his owner, and we just pray healing over her. We pray that she is not in pain. We pray that you would lift that from her. We pray that you give her good doctors, and that she
Yes.
heals quickly from
yes, Lord.
what is going on with her body. And we pray
Yes.
that there is a reason for this, Father, that will come to something good, like your word says, even though it's very difficult right now, and that you would be with both of them and also cover their finances too, Lord, and don't allow the enemy to take from them. And I pray all that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yes.
I am
Amen.
so sorry, Brew Bob. You sure did have a manure of a day. He came in and said that. Um,
Mm.
but no, I just noticed like it's and this is to encourage like the gardeners you're encouraging in
Mhm.
your thing that you're doing,
Yeah.
Diva, with
Yeah.
the newer
New
gardeners,
people.
because they're seeing
Mhm.
these people that have these huge gardens and it's lush.
Immaculate.
Yes,
Right.
Beautiful.
immaculate. And one thing I heard which was really interesting is like they said, uh for us creators that are not filmographers, we are competing with entertainment, with
Mhm.
people who know
Yes. Yeah.
filming, with people who
Yeah.
know scripting, with people who know how to set up a scene. Um,
Mhm.
so in that way, it's like to encourage new people who are filming themselves, try not to compare because that is out there.
Right.
There
Yeah.
are companies that kind of support people a little bit, is what I
Mhm.
think is what it is going on.
Mhm.
Well, I
And
don't
then
think
it
you should
comes,
think. I
yeah,
think you should you probably
yeah,
know that's going on.
yeah.
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 I'm pretty sure about there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people are more than sponsored. They're
That's what
yeah,
I mean.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
Garden Answers. I'm sure she's getting a lot of kickback and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
I was talking a little ditty in one of my videos that I did recently, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking forward to the garden this year in a big way because the truth is about gardening when you're gardening in a new bed in a new area, that's a brand new space and never been grown in before. And the truth is, the it doesn't usually yield the best fruit the first year because you
Mm.
haven't sown into it. You haven't, worked the soil. You haven't, not worked the soil, but added amendments, added, soil,
Aerated it at all if it's clay.
aerated it.
Mhm.
You don't,
Oh,
one,
good night,
the
Janet.
knowledge.
Love you, girl. Thank you.
Nice.
Bye. The knowledge isn't, you don't have all the knowledge, right? Nobody does. But
Yeah, you can have fun with the GT. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
gardens actually improve over the years too. It takes time.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Well,
True.
it's all about the networking that's going on underground. It's
the
like I don't
mycelium.
exactly. So
Mhm,
just even what's going on in my front yard, that is affecting my backyard. Every
mhm,
single aspect of it. So if it is a new garden bed, it hasn't connected into that network either
mhm.
right away. And
Mm.
yes, you add the amendments and there's different things that are going on and changes and whatnot. And so that is where, I would agree that it's like it's or agree with you. And then it's also the fact that there's all that connection that's going on, which has also led me to go. So even my shrubs, we don't put any chemicals down. And I
Yeah.
did have the garden cloth on there, but I'm taking that garden cloth up and we
Yeah.
put coffee sacks and then our wood chips
Yeah.
because going to that's going to break down and feed. And what I've seen, I've lived in this house for 12 years. And this year, my pears were getting to be this big, where they were usually just little gnarly
Mhm.
and they were all, but it was actually beautiful, large size pears this year.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
And
Wonderful.
and all we do is just keep throwing wood chips over on top of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so everything's being fed in my yard.
I so
Yeah.
need to try the wood chips again. I do have wood chips, but I wasn't growing in them. It was more for paths and
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
finally pine was available. Like we never get pine and our soil is so base here and so like the opposite way. We don't have much acid in it because of all the shells and everything that I was happy to see that we were getting some pine bark in locally. This
right.
Yeah, I totally understand this, my Renaissance grandma. I know some of them are like all in good fun, and I'm not even speaking to those. This is what I'm speaking to here. Good spirited competition is great stuff. It's that
Mhm.
egotistical, dark competition that ain't so good. That's what I
Exactly.
Right.
mean, where people can get
Exactly.
like a little bit passive aggressive or just think they're all that, and it
Mhm.
discourages newer people that they're never going to meet the standard of gardener. Like I
Right.
Mm.
loved when I started watching Jess and her big thing, and she's a writer, so she's eloquent, and it was like you have a waiting room, and it's like it's just do it in your waiting room. What
Right.
she says it
Right.
so much better. I can't remember what it is
Yeah.
like, but make it happen in that waiting room. Like even though
As
you're
you're
not,
waiting for your homestead,
yeah,
you're in your classroom and
you're in your classroom. Yes.
and she was a big inspiration to me. She was one of the ones that,
Mhm.
I grow my tomatoes a certain way because of Jess.
You're
Um,
right.
Hey, Moon.
and I
Yeah.
learned a lot. But um, she doesn't give enough information because she has written books, and now I'm at a point where I have her first gardening book.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I
I
have
look at
it
it, I'm like,
digital.
it's so basic.
Yeah. I, I wish I would have bought Jess's book though in like the book. I have it digital and the
Hmm,
pictures were so
Ah,
beautiful that
they
I
were.
wish because a lot of them it's her pictures. She's
Hmm.
her
a
photography.
photographer.
Yeah,
Actually,
she
it's
she
not.
Huh?
It's
It
not her
wasn't?
pictures. She had
oh,
somebody else do it, but she has a newer book that is
I
all her
didn't know that.
photography. Yeah, she actually hired somebody for that book.
I didn't know that. Just finding a gardening
it
talent.
takes away that
Yeah,
more things that she has to do. But yeah, she is an
exactly.
inspiration for me as well, which um
Grumpus! I
is
need to
kind of
go.
the way that I do, like the way I do my filming, because like it's like she's just sitting there, talking and let's sit and have a coffee. Now I have a more of a gregarious personality, so then mine's it's not like, and I didn't,
Mhm.
I'm not wanting to copy anybody, but it was the fact that, well, I want to just talk to people. I just want to talk to you. And so I'm talking to you
Yeah.
as if you are
Yeah.
here and that sort of thing. And I liked that feeling where, you know, um,
You felt
then
like you're in
you,
her world. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, you also, when you're sitting there going, well,
Yeah.
I don't know about that, this, that, it's like when someone's talking to you, then you don't feel stupid when you go, well, what about this? And then, she answers,
Mhm.
not that she's answering my question, but as she says it, it's like, it's how you would talk to your friend, right?
I love
So,
that, Krampus. I love that.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a great attitude.
yeah, yeah. It's, yeah, for myself,
And
it's
it's
always
really
like, okay,
true. I th
Yeah.
yeah,
It's very
can
true.
I grow? Can I grow more? What can
Mhm.
I grow more of? And,
Thank
you
you.
know,
That's it. Turn your waiting room into a
into
classroom.
a
Yeah,
classroom,
that's
That's the
beautiful
right?
phrase.
line.
I love that phrase, but I couldn't remember, but I love it.
I'm
Thank
not
you
I'm
for
not
helping
in
me
the
on.
waiting room anymore. And so I get
No,
anxious about okay, I was in the waiting room and
Yeah.
now I feel
Now
like
is there overwhelm because you are there,
right,
and
and I
now
feel like
it's
I
a
need to
lot.
produce, but
Yeah.
it's
A little bit at a time.
I think it's hard to like when you watch Garden Answers and a lot of that stuff. That's why I've kind of changed my focus on
Mhm.
what I'm watching
Yes.
because I need to do, and I think it's good in today's world that we
Mhm.
find natural things to amend our garden with
Mhm.
instead of um, all these organic fertilizers that we put down that I still have tons of, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, from before. And when you see somebody like I'm just going to use Garden Answers because she's big and everybody knows who she is.
Yeah.
Um, you see her amending with all these stuff that she gets paid for
Mhm.
right.
to show you to grow
Mhm.
with.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I mean, but you got to realize she is feeding her plants, and all her flowers get soil amendments every week. You know, and
right.
and so the cost of raising a garden like hers has got to be astronomical,
Astronomical. Yeah.
astronomical.
Yeah, it
So
does look very well funded, or yeah, there was money that started her channel for sure because yeah. I mean, amazing.
yeah,
Amazing. But it's like you just move into the neighborhood and you're so happy, you have your first home and they plop, it just happens to be next to the largest mansion on the block. When it's like a channel like that, like Garden Answers,
yeah,
and it can make you anxious. Like that's how watching Martha Stewart when I was younger and a young wife and a young mom, I would love to see her ideas, but I used to think it was all her. I didn't know she had a staff of 300 behind her or
right,
whatever, how many it was, probably more. And I would get so anxious, like, well, if she can do it, why can't I? Why can't I be like Martha
right.
and make those things and be crafty and,
And
you know,
not only does she have a staff, she has a lot of knowledge, but she's got people feeding her that knowledge too.
mm,
You
mm,
know,
mhm.
and
Doing the research and
Yeah,
yeah,
doing the research for her, exactly. And you see that too with shows even where you think like the people that are there have all that knowledge. They'll have the
hmm
specialist coming in to
hmm
look at a thing to tell them how much it's worth. That specialist is feeding them, but because they're the host of the show, then they get to say
it's
that
no different when you're watching a doctor show,
exactly.
pretend doctor show or a Law and Order or something like that. They have people on their staff telling them what to say and the right.
Okay, Anne, have a great day, hon. She's just starting her day over there in Turkey. Thank you for
Oh,
coming in. We really appreciate it.
bye, Ann. Have a
Mhm.
great day.
Bye. Have a great day. That's great. Let me see. I had
Ooh,
2 to 3 inches of screened mulch in my beds areas. Oh,
Nice.
very nice. That's making that, kind of back to Eden's style of gardening and also emulating what happens in the forest.
Yeah.
yes. That's what Mike was saying. Like, that's what happens in the forest.
That's
like
why I've been literally taking my forest floor and bringing it to my garden.
with all those good microbes, right? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna cut
jelly.
this piece out here and take it to my
Can you
garden.
imagine
Yep.
if, like, I just wonder what they would think, like a police officer, if they see me down, the road going into, I don't even
Yeah,
know if what property it is, but it's just the most available forest here, and I'm shoveling stuff out.
I know.
I'm going in with a shovel. Probably be thinking I'm burying someone. It's like, no, I just need soil, sir. No, I'm removing soil. Yeah, you're burying someone, aren't you? Is
I
that why
don't remove the soil. I just remove the leaf and the leaf mold and all of that stuff.
Oh, okay. Hey, rattle trap fishing. Thanks for coming
Hey,
in. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, I've gone out
Thanks.
to the woods to go and get some of my sword ferns over the years and picked them up that way. And then of course they just multiply, lovely and get bigger and but
yeah, I should get some of those.
A few in the community do that, bury bodies or go and dig up the soil, Mike, 'cause don't wanna talk
Now,
about the
are the
ones that
sword
bury the
ferns the
bodies.
ones that curl down? I used to have those in my yard in Oregon, and that you
yeah,
could like pluck them up and eat them.
those are
Oh, I
fiddleheads, yeah.
Yeah.
missed that episode of GT Junior Grows at Alaska, where he went and got his stuff from the garden. I mean, for the
Oh,
garden from the woods.
Yeah.
Can I get that right, please? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it,
I
Rattle
actually
Trap Fishing. Let
I
me
got
write your
these
channel down
huge
so I can
like garden bags, like several of them, and I
mhm.
fill up pine needles and a bunch of stuff, leaves and all of that stuff, and really rake that floor of the forest, and I bring it over and put it in my garden.
Ooh, betcha that's beautiful. I like that one. Just give me
Ew.
topsoil as a buddy bird last year.
Oh,
All
God.
good.
Yuck.
All
I
good.
hope not. I hope not, Grumpus
Back to
Sunfire.
talking about the bone china,
Yeah,
bone
I'm telling you.
gardening. It's all there.
I had to die because I have bone china in.
Don't die, because then they'll make you into some too, Laura. Don't do it. I'm just kidding.
Just
I
put it in your
know.
will. Do
That's like,
not turn me into bone china.
that's right. Oh, I didn't get to see where you went and got soil for your stuff out of the
That's cool.
forest. That is cool. Like, that's definitely a less expensive way to do it too, if you do have a forest available to you than going to the, big box
Right.
stores. Only thing is
Mhm.
you should probably, screen it. Might be good, little screening of it, just in case it does have, bones. Ugh. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The bones are good. The
Yeah,
bones are
I'm
good. Keep
sure.
the
Yeah,
bones in
let's
there.
feel it.
Now, what you want to
Hello,
watch for is
sweetie.
like this time of year, if I went out there, which I
Mhm.
was thinking about, I would have to wear head to toe clothes, even so. I have to wait for a cool day because of
Dear.
the itchy stuff and the
Yeah,
ticks.
that's what I was thinking too. Like, be careful
Mhm.
because you might bring home ticks when you're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
but I
plenty.
could I could bring home ticks just from walking outside too
Yeah,
around here.
Oh.
true,
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful Tennessee. Yes,
Yeah. You guys definitely have quality ticks there.
we do.
Quality,
Now
quantity.
we have all these beautiful deer running through, and where do you think that come
Yes.
from?
I know, and it's so funny because, like, I still go back to it, like, why did I never think, like, they would have bugs on them? When you go hunting, you're going to see little fleas and bugs on those, and you gotta go and do the thing and get the meat.
Mhm.
Like, people who've never experienced that, like, we
Yeah,
don't,
when you're out there field dressing a deer, it's like, oh,
"Oh, there's things crawling on it. Never
Mhm.
knew." Yeah, I didn't
and
know that.
if you don't know, just wear white gloves and you'll find out soon enough.
Ooh, being weird when I took a shower.
Always wear
I
white
bet
before
they
Labor
did.
Day.
I bet they did. 18-gallon bucket.
No
Yeah, because
kidding.
there could be a person in that. I bet they didn't mess with you after that, GT Junior.
There is one thing I have found bones out there, and it was a coyote bone. But
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
okay, so You want to hear a funny story? You know how your mind goes a little crazy, right? So I'm mowing the lawn in my tractor with my
Mhm.
bush hog on the back, and I see this
Okay, Trish.
top of this bone that looks, and then I can see like eye sockets, right?
It's
And I'm thinking, it's a baby.
the baby. Oh no. I would pee my pants or
I'm
something.
like, honey, you gotta come see. And then I come out there and I drag my husband out there, and it's a coyote. But
But
it was
still,
in
you
the
didn't know.
mud. It was in
Yeah.
the
Right.
mud, so I could only see the top part of the skull.
Oh.
Still kind of,
I now
EBGB,
have that coyote in my compost, by the way.
right?
That's good.
Yeah. Totally
May he
partial.
rest
Yeah,
in peace and feed your garden.
that's right. They
Mm-hmm.
are very good at doing that. That's so true. You
Mhm.
compost your enemies under your garden, and it might be
Yes.
squirrels, might be
Well,
opossums, might be raccoons, might be coyotes like Laura,
there might be goose. They might be gooses
or geese. Yes.
or geeses.
Did you
You had to dispose of
happen
a
to?
goose.
Dispatch?
Yeah.
Yes. My
So you
husband
guys aren't going to eat the goose. This one
no,
had to
no,
go
they
in.
are composting.
Okay.
Nope.
Weren't
It's
into
like
the idea of Christmas goose, were you?
well, I've never had goose, so I didn't want to try it. But yeah,
Oh,
no. My husband took care of it because he's like, I can't have an animal doing that to my wife.
Yeah, it was attacking you,
oh,
right? They were
oh,
attacking you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a,
Mhm.
And
wily. Oh, good night.
Good
Have
night.
a
they
great
were.
one. Much love to you,
I got him
JJ.
for
Jake.
protection of my flock, but they protected too much. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they wanted to stay outside the coop, and the chickens wouldn't go in the coop at
I
night
meant
either.
Bella's Whisper
Right.
Farm did. They wanted to do what? I'm sorry, I missed that. Try and say good night and
They
hello at the same
they
time.
stay outside at night. They don't want to go into the coop.
Oh, I
And so the
noticed
chickens
that.
wouldn't go into the coop either.
Stinker. Oh,
Right.
they were causing that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, stinkers. They're there to protect
Mm.
them, and they were keeping them in harm's way because an
Right.
owl could still
Mm.
swoop down from above,
Right.
right? Like a big
Right.
owl. Oh, wow. That would make me so nervous. Yeah, that's the only thing is with the kids, like I don't know how that's going to go with any animal. Like
Mm-hmm.
mommy's got rabbits. Oh, where'd the rabbit go, mom? Oh, I don't know. Where did it go?
Yeah. Well, that's not necessarily what I think I shared this before. It's that because that's what I thought. It'll swoop down and take said animal, but it doesn't take
No.
said chicken. It
Mm-mm.
No.
starts eating it right
Yeah,
there. And
that's what happened to Laura. She had
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
things like that.
And I was so mad. I was so mad because we had owl. We were backed up in our Oregon property. We were backed up to a wildlife preserve and park, and we had owls in that park. And one of the owls got down, and I had meat chickens roaming around the backyard, and it killed 4 meat chickens. And owls just take the head first.
So pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
Yeah.
That's like the raccoons that go for right the throat, right?
Mhm.
And they just take out that crop. They go for the
Mhm.
crop, and then it's all. But at least it gives you an idea of how the animal was killed if it's left, what hit it, like what you
Yes.
have around that's
Yes.
doing it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they can for sure. They can be
Mm.
really nasty. What's funny though too is turkeys, the wild ones can get that way too. They were showing that in Florida where a cop was getting attacked by a wild turkey. I was like, okay, we
The
have
males,
story.
especially.
Yeah.
Even domestic males can get aggressive.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that. It must be northern Florida. Southern Florida doesn't. I've never seen wild turkeys down here. I've only seen
Yeah,
them up north.
I
We have
just
them
saw
here.
I think it was like an Instagram reel. So a reel, and it
Mhm.
was a woman, saying, "I've got this aggressive rooster," and so it's just,
Mhm.
and I'm taking all the advice that I can get on how to tame this rooster. And then the very last scene is a bowl of soup. And she goes, guess which one I chose?
I
It's
guess
a
she figured it out.
beautiful noodle soup. It's like, well, you can
Mm.
try this, try noodle soup. We made
Yeah,
the soup.
yeah.
Turkey
I have a
noodle
couple of
soup.
roosters that are probably going to become, not because they're mean or anything, I just have too many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah.
your girls never catch a break and they compete with each other, right? Is that
They're
what
they're
happens?
raw. They're raw in the back, and
Poor
an old
girls.
friend of ours suggested a saddle for our
Mhm.
chickens, and
Mhm.
then they get attacked by the roosters because the rooster's like, "Wait a minute, I haven't never seen you before."
Oh, they think they're a new chick
Hey,
on the
looking.
block.
So
Boy, roosters are man whores. Holy
yeah,
cow. Wow.
I mean, so this is the problem with I have four. I have four
Drakes
roosters.
are too. I see them fly and do their thing and then just take off on these poor little
Yeah,
ducks. It's like, that was rude.
drakes are really bad.
Yeah.
They're
Anyway,
Drake,
go ahead.
they can get very violent.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Or
my
roosters.
roosters will one will jump on and the other will hold them down. I mean, that's yeah, so I need to get rid of some roosters.
Yeah. That's like, I won't say what that is because it sounds terrible, but yeah, it has to
Yeah,
do with the
yeah.
gang.
So when we
Yeah.
get pigs, we will dispatch some roosters. So
You'll have to forgive 80s to hit the rum tonight.
You won't just eat the roosters?
no, because
No, why?
they don't taste as good as the meat chickens.
Meat chickens. But what about just even making them in for bone broth?
Well, I could do that, but
Or stock, like
I rather feed the pigs
that's true.
because the pigs, need to be fed too to gain weight. So
Chicks in new outfits will always draw attention.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
that would
so
so make a good t-shirt. I was
so what
wondering, I was just getting ready to send you a message. Okay, thank you. Let me go back up. Okay, hold on. What did Q say?
so Laura, do do you feed
Oh, yeah.
do you
Okay.
just
This is what he was commenting on. I have to straighten this out because I thought he was talking about us talking about the
oh,
flyby drakes. He was talking about
right.
too much testosterone they have, and then there's not enough of that going around, to be honest. Like, with all the beta
Right.
males basically going
yeah.
around.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay.
That's
So you were saying, Marie?
Yeah, so you were saying, I'm so sorry.
can you just throw the rooster in, like, you just dispatch it and then give it to the pigs, or do you need to process it?
Um, you can just boil it.
Okay.
Justin Rose used to give his chickens straight to his pigs,
Right.
but I guess people don't recommend that. So I'll probably boil them
Okay.
first, like outside or something.
Yeah. Will you dress it as well?
Oh,
No,
Bob. Did you
Okay,
read
just
this?
everything. Hang on.
yeah,
Wow. I'm, I'm, wow. She caught a turkey, wild turkey. The other two took off, and then when she went to get her wild turkey, they came back and attacked her.
Wow.
Yeah, that's some nasty, nasty low down stuff there, Mr. Brutal Bob.
hmm
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Hopefully, she got the other two and you had a lot of meat in the freezer. But so you do or you don't have to dress Justin Rhodes. What were you saying? He
I
does.
know you don't have to dress I mean, you basically cook it whole. You
Okay.
know, yeah,
Feathers and
For
all?
them.
yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
wow. They'll just eat the feathers. No problem.
yeah,
Won't choke
yeah.
or anything. Wow.
Feathers, bones, everything. If a chicken gets into a pig pen and lies down, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Bob, you sound like our snowbirds. Woohoo! Look, they got an Olive Garden, dear. Woo! Oh my goodness. That's very big with the snowbird set. That's usually where you don't want to be driving by when you're coming home from work, is if there's an Olive Garden, because yeah, anything like that or a buffet at 5 o'clock.
There's some bad restaurants in Clarksville, Tennessee, I'll tell you, that are
Oh,
normally known as really good ones. And Olive Garden is one of them. You just don't want to go there in Tennessee. I don't know what it is. That, and there's not a lot of, there's only like one good Mexican restaurant here.
yeah. We have a variety. I just can't really be going to them. We're
Yeah.
trying not to spend. The only thing I've done is really for them and to give me a break is the pizza places that are local, like the typical chains, just to get a break from dinner. And then I feel bad because you're making homemade pizzas. But I
Yeah,
just
you know
need a
what?
night off. I need a night off.
I take out, I make a bunch of dough. Like that's what I was doing why I couldn't be in your live this morning because it was pizza night.
Oh, okay.
And so I was making the pizza dough, but I make three nights worth at a time. And then so,
Oh, yeah.
and it's really so simple. And so it's really so easy. It is so
Yeah.
easy. It's
Yeah.
one of my easiest dinners.
Yeah. I
So
probably could do
that's
it. I'll just wear gloves, I guess, because I haven't really had my hands in dough in so long. I don't know if I'll get like any kind of rash or
Right.
anything from it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll
so
try.
that's a question for you there, Laura, from
Hmm.
Mike.
Yeah, that's why I was leaving it up. Odd chicken thought I just had. Is it better to put those mating bibs on the hens or cover the claws of the rooster? Gosh, that would be really cute, little
How are you going
rooster.
to cover the claws of the rooster?
Like little shoes. Like how they have duck shoes. Have you ever
Oh,
seen
do
duck
they?
shoes? I don't know. Maybe they do. Or maybe you could invent them and you could come into some more
It would
money.
Or
probably be better. Well, I mean, I would
did you
try
claw
it.
them?
I would try the chicken saddles are pretty cheap on Amazon. So if you can get one that if it doesn't work out, you can return it. I would
Oh,
Right.
try the
sweet.
chicken saddle. But I have chicken saddles I could give away because I didn't have the return policy on them.
Ah,
Yeah.
What the? That's horrible. Had a lady killed by a wild turkey a few years ago. She was peacefully driving down the road and it flew through her side window and broke her neck.
Wow.
What? That's horrible. And you had to see that. I'm so sorry, Brutal Bob. How the heck?
That's crazy.
That is crazy. How can a turkey do that?
Well, they're heavy.
Oh my goodness. That's, yeah, really yikes. Like, okay, note to self, keep windows up and have good air conditioning and heat when you're in a state that has wild turkeys.
Yeah. I have them in the yard all the time. Here.
Okay, Homestead, yeah, get your rest, sir, too. Get some
Good
rest.
night.
Good night. Oh, thank you.
Micro farm. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the official channel, so just be
Mhm.
aware.
mm-hmm.
But if it is, welcome, Microfarms.
Welcome. So what about despurring them? Is that a bad thing to do?
I haven't ever had to do that because I've never had roosters that had bad spurs. So
Yeah, but just that way they don't.
I think if you do it while they're young, it's not a bad thing to do.
Yeah, but just to stop them from hurting the ladies.
Yeah, I would get rid of the rooster.
First, yeah, yeah. I guess you shouldn't tamper with. This is what it's part of its job and
Yeah,
designed for it to fight. That if something else had come in, was attacking one of the chickens, it's designed to go and try to
right.
protect.
I guess
So
No, cuties
because
over and
because I
beaver.
think with my chickens more is I used to be, they all had names. They all had, I mean, when I was in Oregon and I had backyard chickens but now it's more, it's a different story now. I don't treat them the same way. I mean, I treat them lovingly. If I have a chicken that's sick, I'm taking care of it. I'm,
Yeah. Yeah.
licking its wounds. I'm doing all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I really believe that you take care of your animals really well, and
Yeah.
you don't, you give them the best life. Like, I get so mad, my husband and I, when we go by the Tyson chicken places, and you can smell them from a mile away. And if you've ever watched any YouTube stuff, how they're raised, it's disgusting. And so that's why we raise our own meat as far as chickens do. And so I take care of my chickens. I had almost 4 chickens taken out and 1 turkey by a storm, and I nursed them back to health just so that I can butcher them later. And that sounds cruel. That sounds horrible. But when even my butchering practices are in a humane way,
Yes.
And so, if I dispatch a chicken that is not any good for anything other than I'm feeding it lots of food, so just to dispatch it like in a quick, painless, or if there's any pain, it's very quick, and then it's done. I have no problem with. What I have a problem with is, I went to the dump today and there was 4 roosters because people just dropped them off at the dump.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that kind of thing. So,
Right.
it's like, and I have no problem eating it if I had to,
Right. Right.
so, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Bob, I don't know if you guys saw it back there that he said, Brutal Bob said the window was actually up on that woman's car. That's
wow.
nuts. That's just crazy. I've never heard of such a thing. Like, what in the world was that
Hey, Moon.
turkey made of?
Yeah.
That
Their
it
last
just was
meal.
able to smash through. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I did remove the micro farmer. I did go and check.
Yeah, it's not really him, so but that's why they
Mhm.
can't come in here. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank
so I
you,
just
GT. GT knew. GT knew it wasn't really him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that so did some other people. They gave me a heads up
Mhm.
on my phone.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See, that's why we harvest all the different animals on our property. God put them there and he gave us the ability. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I learned that like way of life, but my parents, like I've said before, and for those who don't know, they were part of the, let's go move into the cities and let's, be commercialized.
Mhm.
So much easier to go
We're
work
up
for a
that way
company
too.
than the farm,
I think after
get a pension, that kind of thing. So
you've done it, and if you're really going through, and if you're honestly, in it to better the life of your food, to better the food on your table, to grow, healthier food, you start to you fall into this. Okay, it's okay, because you know what I mean. It really changes your lifestyle, and
yeah.
my husband's like, I bought some Tyson chicken just to have chicken breasts. And he's like, don't buy that stuff ever again. I'm like, why? He's like, I go by those places every day. I can't stand how those things are raised. I can't.
Oh wow.
He goes, that's a tortured chicken in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
They're not pasture raised. They're in those chicken houses all crowded in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. My mom was concerned about us when we were talking about moving to Georgia, the area that we were looking at. Oh my goodness. It was a 15 to 20 pound flying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it. Oh my. That poor
Yeah.
woman. What a weird way to go. Like, can you imagine, like, your last images are some wild turkey coming through your car, and then
Mhm.
there you are before the Lord. Okay, it's fine, Guardian Warrior. Yeah, GT was there too. Yeah, he knows. He knows. I feel I hated being in the suburbs with persons right next to you. Well, we didn't have right next to us. We had probably our property was close to at least two in Virginia. But when we moved to California, because it was San Jose and it was Silicon Valley, because my dad was working for IBM, that was why they went into the towns, was the promise of those jobs that paid really
Yeah.
well. And my dad grew up poor. So, and working hard on the farm. I mean, he worked so hard on the farm that he chose World War II over continuing to work on the farm with his dad because all his
Yeah.
brothers had left. So I can't blame my parents for that at all. Like, it was a hard life. And, he
Mhm.
went
No.
through the depression, and, mom went through the end of that, and they wanted that better life that they were,
Right.
being told was out there.
Yeah, and nobody knew what was going to
Mm-mm.
take place. We didn't know, the whole thing. Um, you know, get the mom out of the house and the kitchen,
Yeah.
so that we have another person to tax for income tax.
Mhm.
You're not thinking that, and just the breakdown of the family and things like
Right.
that. Not but it's not what everybody intended. It's just the direction that the world went, and you're not thinking that, oh, let's mass produce the food.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
um
not thinking it's leading to that exactly. You're
Right.
definitely.
Nobody was like, "Oh, this is convenient," you know?
Mhm.
mhm.
Yeah.
No,
Well, and it
more
was
stress,
too
stress,
it
more stress.
yeah, it worked. I have to say, for my dad, it worked out because he retired very late, like, really got to retire. He retired early with IBM, but he's continued to work after that. And if he didn't have IBM's pension when him and mom were up in PA, I don't know how they would have made it, really.
Mhm.
That really helped them out to be up
Mhm.
there and to have that time. But other than that, yeah, we saw, women being pulled out of the households. We also saw, hey, you don't need a man in the household. When
Mhm.
all the welfare came
Mhm.
along, like, they ruined the families. And even just this morning, we were talking about, and this may be too much for my side chat, but I'm going to say it anyway. Um, we were talking about menopause, and what ended up happening when that
Mhm.
women's study came out, that HRT was dangerous. And first of all, it was the progesterone that was supposedly for the breast cancer. And we were always told the opposite. It was the estrogen that was, if you had a uterus, you could possibly get uterine cancer.
Mhm.
Um,
Well,
they,
that's what they told me.
yeah,
I could not take the pills when I had breast cancer,
yeah. Well, they
because it
did
was
say estrogen
uterine
will,
cancer.
yeah, if it's an estrogen positive cancer, they say that that's sometimes how they know,
Yeah.
is if you're on estrogen and it blows
Mhm.
up. But what ended up happening is the study came out, it really wasn't as many people that were healthy that were on the study, women that were healthy, women that were
Mhm.
younger to
Yeah.
older. It was mostly older women, um, because it was HRT, but those older women weren't necessarily in the best health of their life. So there was
Right.
other circumstances going on. Anyway, when the HRT study came out, they pulled HRT, and here they are destroying the family in other ways. As they're pulling HRT, and these women have now no, okay, guys, this is, it's late night. They have no lubrication anymore down there in their private regions, because that's what happens with menopause. You atrophy everywhere, things atrophy and get
Mhm.
older and get drier. We'll just say that, okay? The next thing you know, oh, a heart medication comes out. It doesn't work on the heart, but what does it do? Oh, it helps men's stamina, and yeah, that
Mhm.
thing. And there goes a bunch of other households, like grandma and grandpa are getting a divorce because grandpa went and found a younger woman. What do you?
Mhm.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they've been at, you know. ripping the families apart one way or another for a long time. It's just so
Grandpa Sunfire is having a hard time with your talk.
sorry, Grandpa Sapphire. Oh, sorry. Sorry. He's peeking. He's like, sorry. Just keeping it real.
Hey, Edson.
I've grown with
Hey,
Hudson.
Hudson. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I missed
But that's
it.
the thing, is that we don't talk about those things as openly.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
sometimes, some woman, she just thinks there's something wrong. What's wrong with me?
Exactly. Yeah.
You
There's
know,
nothing
and
wrong.
we're
has
not
no
testing.
idea.
We used to test.
Mhm.
Even 10 years ago, we used to test a lot more to see where a woman's levels,
Levels.
and now we don't even do that. Keeping it real. Yep.
It's
See,
not
you
Keeping
were
it
there
dark.
this
real
morning,
dark. Oh my God.
No, they
It's
don't.
just- yeah. No, they don't.
and I mean, I had to beg for a test because,
For your
well,
breast cancer? Or
yeah.
other.
I mean,
Okay.
they didn't even test when I had breast cancer to see where my hormone levels were.
Oh,
That's
okay, yeah.
craziness.
Yeah.
That's what this thing is
Well,
driving
and
me
I'm wondering
crazy.
if they didn't because
Sorry. Go ahead.
what was going on with my uterus, they couldn't because I had fibroids and I had polyps.
Right.
And if they would have put me on the pill anyways, it would have caused cancer.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
so in my uterus. And so
Mhm.
that's why they didn't do that. And so they're probably like, well, maybe we don't need to do the hormone tests anyways. Sorry.
No. I know these things. I got cable.
People. There's enough shows out there talking
Yeah.
and discussing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was from this morning, and it was just, there's another way that they go and they're destroying the families
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
destroying
Well,
us.
because I know it's like they won't test. They'll test you for ovarian cancer up here at the point that you're at stage 4. That's when they'll run an actual ovarian cancer, like to see, do you have ovarian cancer? That's when they'll test it, is when it's at that level. They don't, if you have a little bit of issue, whatever, we don't know what it is. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. They do that here in
And then
America.
when you're almost dead, then they go, guess what? We know what it is.
Yeah, right?
You go,
Yeah.
"Mm."
Yeah. Yeah. I have an issue. My grandmother died from a UTI in Canada.
Really?
Yeah. Because she was 90 something. They didn't want to treat it.
Oh,
didn't
that's
want
terrible.
to
I
treat
wasn't
it.
laughing at your mother. I was laughing at Rob. I was like, okay, I'm done for the night. Thanks for the stream,
They're
Carol.
like, no,
Also,
it's not covered.
oh,
Wow.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
That is funny about AIDS battery if he's having his little rum and stuff. Yeah. LOL, AIDS battery died because he didn't plug in his phone when I mentioned it to him. Have a good night, Rob. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, Rob Painless. Too funny. Yeah, growing with Hudson, and that's what I was going to say, Gardening Warrior. It's probably your thyroid if you're not menstruating, but you're not in peri. I doubt that at your age,
Yeah.
but some people don't go into it until much later. But usually that age, you're in peri.
I'm one.
Yeah.
And I
You went in way
I'm
late, or that's right, because we talked about this.
I'm a uterusless woman. But
that's right.
and
Drunk.
See, I would prefer to be, but when I went in at 44 years old, I went in and I was like, take out my uterus because I've had polyps and severe
Wow.
endometriosis and fibroids for years. So much pain
Wow.
for years and years. They said, oh, but you're only 44.
You're not planning to have any more children.
The insurance isn't going to pay for that. So what they did is they did a carturation basically of my uterus.
Right.
And
Just throwing through that.
the doctor got really aggressive with it because she's like, I had to do it right. I had to send you so good because your endometriosis was so bad.
Oh.
And all this stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah. And, and this is a doctor that that she was like, well, let's get you chest checks because you've got so much going on down there. Let's get you checked for breast cancer because you might got something there too, you know.
Oh, that's how they found it? Oh my
Yeah. And so not then. I
okay.
wasn't diagnosed until 52 or 51 for breast cancer. Um, and so, but they cinched me so bad that they closed my uterus. And so I never bled again, thank God. But every time I went to the doctor, they're like, "Are you pregnant?" Because it feels like I got a fist in there now.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
all singed tissue. So now that I go to the doctor and I say, "So, um, how am I get? You know, how do you know if you're in menopause or what are the symptoms?" And you know, I know why I knew the symptoms, right? But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going in there and I'm like, you know,
Yeah. Try to
tell
get
me,
them to
I
do
need to be
something.
tested because
Yeah.
she goes, well, you probably wouldn't have a period anymore. Do you have a period? I'm like, I haven't had a period in years. I've been destroyed down there. They can't even do a proper test on me anymore.
Oh,
No.
that's awful.
Um, in fact, they tried, and it was the most painful thing I've ever been through. My husband was
That
right there
yeah.
holding my hand, and he's like, my husband goes, stop, just stop. She's done.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
he's holding my hand, and he's like, for her to react this way is
Yeah.
unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because you have a
Right.
high tolerance for
I have a
pain.
high tolerance to pain.
Yeah.
And so he's like, no,
Good for
she's
her. Good for your husband for saying
yeah.
that. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It's so broken. And now they're trying to they're socializing our medicine and it feels like they don't even know how to do the socializing of medicine right.
Right.
No.
Like it's just crazy.
No,
For
it's
real.
like a cattle call now. It's kind of like when you go to Kaiser and you get in your line and
Yeah.
you know, okay, let's put you in the thing. Okay, you got a shot and let's strap those balls.
Oh my gosh,
Next.
if they did that, the men would be like
Next.
really straightening out the system very
Next.
quickly.
Mhm.
Next.
If
Yeah.
it was them, for sure. Yeah, that's awful, Grumpus on Fire. And that's what I mean. Like they take the HRT away from women and then they don't teach them how to get healthy or, like what Diva's going to have on tomorrow night, like what herbs and foods can nourish them so they won't be like wanting to rage all the time, and what foods exacerbate that because it's a real thing. It's really sad what they have done to men and women, but women especially concerning their hormones. Because, yeah,
That's a
we're
good
like,
idea, Q.
what's happening to me? What's happening? Why am I feeling this way? Maybe, or functional medicine, OBGYN is
Mm-hmm.
what they would be a good one too. Functional
Yeah.
medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all millions of times. I don't get that one, but Bob, I'm not. Are on social meds? I'm not really sure what that are on social meds. Special meds? What? Every year they took my. Oh wow! Ouch! I don't know if I should. Wow. I'm not understanding why they can't figure you out. I mean, as far
Yeah.
as where you're at least an idea.
Yeah.
But usually it does kind of go by age. I had to look up stuff about uterus real quick. Just learned a lot. Oh, bless you. There you go. It will help you and your wife. I'm telling you, this information, if you're not going through it now, it
Yeah.
comes for you. It comes
Yeah.
for you. It comes for her, and then it comes for you.
It's like
You don't expect it. But anyway, so is that why like that's a good transition into the calm of the garden is also effective, I think, sometimes for that stuff
yeah.
that like
It
it's
is.
almost
The
extra anxiety.
anxiety.
Yeah.
The anxiety of taking care of a loved one, you know, you can go out and just be alone in the garden and weed.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. You're getting
Mhm.
educated. Yeah. Yeah.
And the
And just
fresh air, and if you let your feet be in the soil and then on the grass and
mhm.
stuff like that, you're and also
Oh,
when
got
you
it.
you bring in a big harvest of something,
Yeah, that makes me
it's like
feel so good.
the
Yeah.
Tom
It,
Hanks where I have made fire. You go, I've grown tomatoes.
yes,
Look
yes.
at
There's
look at
something
these carrots.
Okay.
there's something so beautiful about bringing in a harvest and making a
Yeah,
dinner or something out of it. And
I
it's
grew
like,
that. Oh, I grew that. Oh, you
Yeah.
see, you tasting that? I grew that.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's very, very rewarding, and you
Yes, it is.
know
You're
what's in
welcome,
it.
very yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
I don't remember what the product is called, but
Yeah,
we
it's funny. I
Canadians are adding it in 100%, where I think Europeans went, no, we won't have that. But it's some sort of sprinkly stuff that they're going to sprinkle on your fruits and vegetables, and it will give them like a 4 month shelf life. So sprinkle it on your banana,
Yeah,
and
I'm
so
sure they do that here.
well, it's
Like,
yeah,
I
it's something brand. This is brand new, where you're gonna get like not just an extra few weeks. It's like ongoing
yeah,
months.
it's like here they put something on the apples now that just make them taste disgusting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Marissa did. She did. She was making us. I think she was making apple cider vinegar. So she was doing a video for me, and um, she said, "Oh, I'm going to try a couple of methods of cleaning the apple beforehand." And I think it's when she does the baking soda and vinegar, just puts them in a bowl, like, just
Mhm.
picked, from not picked, but just from the store, puts in the bowl, takes it out. It is now brown, that apple,
Mm,
Mm.
completely brown. And it's like
mm,
that's what that apple looks like. And then they, put their little magic red
mhm.
on it. And it's quite shocking to see the difference. I'll have to ask her exactly what she, or whether it's just even baking soda and warm water or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that she
I've
puts
seen
them
them
in.
cleaning, their fruits
That's
And
and
it
why
takes
vegetables
there's
with
more
it.
apple trees out there.
Mm.
Yeah.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. So that's again the other reason why you want to grow your own food. I
Yeah.
guess, Carol, one of the other things I would say for me, because I'm new but old to it, is that
Yeah.
I think there's just so much information all at one time. And that's because like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta get out and I gotta prune the apples, or do I prune which one and what time of year and how to prune. And so it's this overload. And I remember my pastor even just not talking about the garden, but just speaking in life in general. He said, 40 years ago, you found out about things, like especially if you're in a smaller town or
Mhm.
rural area, you found out about things 6 months, after it happened. Oh, there was a big war, or there was a famine. You would hear,
Mhm.
6 months to a year, or maybe you would never even hear about it. And then where what we have now, it's like, I'm sorry, I know what's going on in every single flipping country. Well, whatever they want to tell me is going on in those flipping countries.
Mhm.
Um, we're inundated with it all the time. And
Yeah.
so I liken that, where he said, and we shouldn't. It's so exhausting for the brain to go and know all of this stuff all at the same time. Kind of the same thing for me with the garden. It's like, in these last few years, it's like, or in this year specifically,
Yeah.
it's like not growing that, not growing that, not going to grow that. And some things, it's like I'm just not going to give up until I successfully
Right.
grow. I'm not, I love fresh carrots. So it's like, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out what's going to work in my yard, my garden.
Yes.
And same with the onions, because we do a lot of garlic, a lot of onions in our house. And it's like, I want to have my larder just stocked
Yeah.
full of
I those
onions.
are my three
Yeah.
I'm still I'm still in the process of really learning onions, garlics, and carrots. And
Hmm.
I finally got broccoli and color, but still, it's a constant learning, just like
Hmm.
with life. But
Hmm.
yeah, those are the ones I want to really nail down because those are the three
Hmm.
ingredients that we use constantly. Hey,
Yeah.
Gear.
Uh, my gear. Um,
Hey, Gear. Welcome in, Gear Greta
we have
19.
we have it's called West Coast Seeds, and it's on the West Coast up here in
Hmm.
Canada, and they sell a broccoli by the name of Gypsy.
Hmm.
That stuff, that's my favorite. It's like set it and
I
forget it.
used to get that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I was picking broccoli that I planted last year in January still. Like we didn't
Hmm.
get enough of a hard frost for it to die, so it just kept producing. And
Yeah.
so I think it was after we had our crazy snowfall that's when I lost the broccoli. But that I
Mm,
had I'd actually planted two different kinds, two different varieties from two different stores, and the one that I'd gotten from another kind of local farmer, it was not successful at all.
Hmm.
So broccoli
yeah.
is one of my, like, I can grow broccoli just because I don't have to do
Yes.
anything to it.
Yeah.
If I have to touch it or do something, might not grow. Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
I want to have foods that I can,
Awesome. That's
can up, like with our like I was growing, tomatoes up the wattled zoos, every different kind and whatever. And it's like we've
Hmm.
settled on this one Nona tomato, or Italian style tomato, and we made I think we made a 16 quarts of or no 16 pints of tikka masala, and it was like hands down best thing ever. And it's like
Wow.
that's all
mm,
we're gonna start making, is just making a tikka masala. We can change it and slightly adjust it and make it almost like it's a butter chicken as well, right?
Hmm.
Because we've got the ketchup and we've got the tomatoes, and it's like, do we need another, 16 pints of ketchup? No, no, we don't.
mm.
But in my thought process, it's like, okay, let's grow more of those tomatoes, and then just, fill our pantry with that tikka masala. Like we just
Yeah.
went camping this week, and it was like, let's bring a couple of jars of tikka masala. We brought some. Marissa made some sourdough naan, and instead of using chicken with it, we used paneer. So it's like easy to take. We're in a cabin with a stove and everything, but it was
Mhm.
like we're bringing homemade food on our little camping trip.
Hmm. Nice.
Yep.
Mm, really nice. Yeah, I that's what I need to get into is if I'm going to grow tomatoes because I can't really eat them, but I'd like to grow them to make ketchup or like barbecue sauce, like things that this keeps hitting my cheek and I'm about ready to just box out with it. Um, things that they're putting high fructose corn syrup and who knows what
Hmm.
else in the stores I'd
Right.
like to make myself. I also need to get in one of those immersion blenders because I do want to try and make my own mayo because that seems like
Hmm.
a pretty simple thing to do. I just don't know by visually watching those two things emulsify how I'll feel about eating it afterwards. And like, like just not sure. I think it's kind of cool watching other people do it. I guess I would be all right. You
Right.
know, if
Do you make
Mhm.
mayonnaise, Laura?
I have. It's kind of expensive to make yourself because if you want to buy, I mean, our thing is we wanted to make it uh, because it's healthier.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healthier oils are so expensive.
Yeah, the olive oils and such
Yeah.
are the organic olive oils. We are fortunate that sometimes what they'll do is they will have a BOGO, but I haven't seen them as much. And, we, according to the dates, got the ones that were the furthest away when I would go into the store and get the BOGO on the olive oils. But the
Mm-hmm.
only thing too is like you just don't know. Is that really
Yeah.
olive
The,
oil?
the olive oil,
How much of it is olive oil,
right.
really? Like I don't
The
but it's
olive
still gonna be
oil.
better than I'm sorry, than the Hellmann's now with soy.
Mhm.
Oh,
and the others with all the soy oil,
Mhm.
and yeah. So
whatever
anyway,
else they're putting in. It doesn't even
exactly.
taste the same.
No, it doesn't.
And I
You
was a
are wow.
big Hellman's girl. Like every time
Yeah,
it was
me
on
too.
sale, it was like, I'd always have like 4 or 5 in my pantry.
Yeah.
But
Yep. We were
We
too.
go through a lot of
We
mayonnaise here, and
we
it just
were.
isn't economical for me to make it myself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I've
I
never made it myself yet, and uh, I might pass it off to my daughter to go, "You try it first." Like I think she's made it once, but I
Mhm.
think I have a feeling that I'm just not a recipe follower, okay? Let's just be really honest. And I'll just like
mhm.
watch it on a YouTube video and I'll go, "Oh, here, that's how you do it." And it's like, "No, it didn't work." It's like,
Yeah.
follow the recipe, Maureen.
I follow the recipe when I'm first starting to make something, and then it's
Yeah.
that's why you're good at sourdough, because you gotta kind of find the niche. You gotta kind of find. It
Yeah.
speaks to you. You kind of, you know
Make a
what I mean. You
relationship
know what
with
I
your
mean.
dough. You have like a
Yeah,
little
you have a
thing going on.
relationship with your starter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
I don't eat any um the bread, but once in a while I like a good coleslaw and I like mayo like in like a salmon or a tuna salad. But I have to eat it with vegetables because I don't eat the bread or the crackers or anything. But I do want to learn how to make a good like almond well, you can't have that, I know, but like an almond or low carb cracker because I do want to have some crackers once in a while.
Hmm.
You
Mhm.
know, maybe I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. It can make
We
taro
make
cracker. You can make taro chips, but they're just
Mhm.
like potato chips. I mean, really, because the carbs are the same and everything's the same. It just
Right.
Hmm.
sounds fancier. Sounds like
Yeah.
I'm doing something really great for my diet, but no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
With
use taro instead of potato. Oh,
we
that's
make this
good.
pampered chef recipe called cool salmon canapes. I do believe it does have cream cheese, a little bit of mayo, your salmon, dill, lemon zest, salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon juice, mix it up, and then we pipe it on cucumber slices. So if you're not
Nice.
eating, instead of a bread, you just eat it on a cucumber slice. It's just
Hmm.
delish for a
Mm,
low carb fish item.
Hmm.
That's the other thing is we do go by when we come across fresh caught salmon and that we'll bring it home and we'll
mhm,
can it up.
Yeah.
And
See, that's why I want to can more food like fishes, and I can't eat like tuna fish on from the store because the sodium levels in that stuff is just through the roof.
mhm.
Pasta sauces through the roof. All of that stuff, I just can't eat it, so I have to can it myself. So that's why we're going
yeah,
big on tomatoes this year.
Okay. I totally understand. I hope she starts feeling better real soon.
Yeah,
You're more than welcome. We enjoyed having you here, Brutal Bob.
yeah. Thank you
God
for
bless you
coming.
too.
his lovely owner. I love that.
I
We've
know.
got
I love that.
my lovely owner.
Yeah. Shawnee, I was trying to text it to you, but yeah, I mean, in the side chat, I've gotten two. Um, and I can take a picture and I'll message the two that are available to me at our Publix, and then you can check maybe if you can get them online. But like Laura said, they're the good one is more expensive because it's got a better oil in it. It doesn't have the
Mhm.
soy. The soy is removed.
I
And
don't
it's
I
just
don't
less
like
meat.
the when we tried doing it with a good olive oil.
Mhm.
The olive oil has such a big taste, real good
Yeah,
Right.
oil,
it can have a strong taste. You
that
gotta maybe
it's
do the light.
overpowering. My husband didn't like it at all.
Yeah, you gotta do like
Mhm.
a light. Plus, there's recipes even for mayo, like are you going to night, honey? Um, the the mayo that I got had like even mustard in it. I was surprised. Had a little
Mhm.
bit of mustard, had a
A
little
lot
bit
of
of
them do.
yeah, a
Mhm.
little bit of garlic, a little bit of lemon, and I was like, okay, how does that not like how does that still emulsify with lemon in it? It just seems like it would
Those
separate.
those those hand blenders.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like to make the mayo,
yeah.
I want a hand blender.
Yeah.
but we'll see. I just don't understand once you put that, like, when that would be to put the lemon in without it all of a sudden
And
separating and
it's quite
looking
a, like, you
gross.
have to really, um, there's a steep learning curve on it. You
Yeah,
know,
I
Yeah.
watched
you see
Jess
these
make it
people do it
once.
on
She did it.
YouTube, and it's like, oh, but it's kind of like sourdough.
Yeah.
You kind of have to really develop a niche for it,
Mhm.
an understanding of it, and a feel
Of
for
just yeah,
Yeah, that's what
because
I'm
it
seeing.
can
That's
even
what it yeah. Go ahead.
to do with
Sorry.
your temperature in your home or the or
Mm.
how damp it is in your house,
it.
and
Hmm.
you know that's
Mhm.
what I deal with my sourdough is on it's like I have to watch the humidity level of my
Hmm.
home, and that changes how much water I would put in it so
Yeah.
that it'll rise.
Oh, okay.
And then, because you know the consistency of your dough and what it's supposed to feel like. Is it supposed to be sticky? Is it supposed to be this?
Yeah.
And a stickier dough is better. Um, and so when you're mixing that dough up and it's like, oh, it's raining outside, and
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, that's why you add the you always see the chefs or the pastry people add that flour really slowly so that they
Mhm.
can get the right consistency, because it's not always the same, you know.
Mm.
No, no, and like today being a super sunny day, the bread, definitely reacted differently, and
Mhm.
just being warmer in my home,
Mm.
through the day. There like,
Mhm.
not that it wasn't like, "Wow, it's really warm in here," but just I don't know if it's just the natural temperature, so this was very different for me, and I thought, "I'm
Mhm.
actually gonna turn the light off, and just let it be in the oven rather than in a warming place and let
Mhm.
it just do its thing slowly." It
Yeah.
is in the larder and it will be in there for a good, 18 hours. So it should have a good long time to continue to do the ferment
Mhm.
proofing that it's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I said I liked your, croissants. Was that made with your sourdough dough? I can't remember your first attempt at croissants. They looked so yummy.
Me?
No,
Me?
Growing with
Oh,
Hudson.
Hudson,
oh,
she
Yeah.
made some croissants, and then, of course, you made your beautiful cinnamon snowflake bread. Is that
yeah,
right? The right
yeah,
name? That looks gorgeous.
yeah,
That looked I
yeah.
coulda ate that whole bread by myself. Just
We
yeah.
did croissants a few years ago, and they are absolutely to die for, but, like,
Mhm.
in one of our bakeries here, and they are really great croissant, and it's $6 for per, and they're quite large,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and but when you go through the whole process of how to make a good quality one, it is, you go, "I understand why they're $6 a piece.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
total sense to me."
Here is
Mhm.
the explanation for everyone. I saw that he's responding to Q, but so everybody knows, I call her
Shut
my
up!
owner
Shut up!
because she
Shut
owns my
up!
heart through and through. I
Shut
know.
up! That's
Mm,
so
it
beautiful.
is gorgeous. And yet his
Oh.
name is Brutal Bob. Maybe because he
Mhm.
just brutally annihilates the women with all this, like, gush and mushy stuff.
Mhm.
Slaying. It slays. That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Mhm.
Every
That is
woman wants a
cute.
husband that loves them like that. That's awesome, Brutal Bob.
Mhm. Yeah.
Dodo.
So they were regular,
Dodo.
she said, regular dough. I've not tried to
Yeah.
make them, with sourdough either.
Mhm.
And
I
I would be hard pressed to do it just because
Mhm.
of the and it is one of those things too.
Mhm.
It is like a 3-day process, just like my sourdough bread,
Yeah.
and it's
I've made.
like I make them any other way. Like, it's like because there
Mhm.
is quick and easy, but you're like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
"Mm-mm. No, no." When you every little flaky, buttery, ugh.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
did see one video where they basically separated out the bread, regular or sourdough, I do not know, into smaller balls, and they did it in a circle, like a circle. And they would do like the ball, roll it out flat, make like a tortilla, then they would lay their butter over top, then
Mhm.
do another and do another,
Mhm.
and it was like, "Oh, okay." And they
That's
didn't
how
do
you get the
a lot of
flakiness.
kneading. Yeah, they didn't do a lot of
Mhm.
kneading, and they just kinda cut it that way and rolled it, and it,
Mhm.
like, looked perfect. I was like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
But
a good idea.
whether that depending on how fluffy they would be
Right.
or if they
Yeah,
adjusted the dough, because I know
they probably
with
did rest the dough so it rose again once they
You got
did.
to rest the dough, and you got to keep the butter cold, and
yeah,
Oh, she saw it. She saw. Wasn't
yeah.
that cool? Was I describing it right? I don't know if they put it in the freezer or fridge like
yeah.
you did with peeling it off with the butter, because
Mhm.
they'll get it nice and cold and put it on
I
too.
make
Yeah.
I'll make like I used to make my sourdough
I
loaf
probably
bread,
too,
and
Dee.
then I'd make some bagels to go on the side
Mm.
because I have a big recipe, and then make some bagels too.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's what she's. Yeah, that sounds really good, especially with some
I've never
everything
tried to make
sprinkled on them.
bagels.
It's
They're
pretty simple.
It's like you
Yeah.
shock them in water first, don't you? You give them a little boil and then you bake them?
Yeah, with a little baking soda in the water.
Mhm.
You do a minute on both sides, and then they puff up in the water, and then
Wow.
you bake them.
Okay.
It's
And
really
would you
simple.
use the same dough or is there a slight
Yeah,
variation?
you can use
Same
same
dough.
dough.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Micah, is
That
that
might
the
be
correct term? Laminated doughs.
that.
I
Yeah.
didn't
You
know
you
that.
laminate with the butter. Yeah.
Ah,
The one that we do,
cool.
it's like we have to put it into the fridge. Like after we do, one of the folds
Mm-hmm.
in, and you
Ew.
put it into the fridge for 20 minutes, and then you take it out and you put it in the freezer. Then you bring it out and you start beating the crap out of it to do the next fold. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like so that you end up with 32 layers is what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
Wow.
32. Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was and,
That's the
it's
snowflake that you made, or is that
no, that is making a croissant.
making a croissant?
Yeah.
Croissant
Mhm.
is right. I need to learn how to say it.
Croissant. It was a
Croissant.
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 Well, bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Do you need a tissue?
No, I need a
No.
croissant.
Yeah, because well, see, in when I make the snowflake or the heart, the cinnamon snowflake, it is in I make 3 balls and I same thing. I'm not laminating it with butter, but I am just brushing with butter cinnamon. But
Mm, okay.
um oh, your butter was too cold. That's interesting because well,
She put it
you
in the
just gotta
I watched her peel it, and it was pretty darn stiff, so
yeah,
Mm.
you have to just keep beating it.
just
Yep.
beating that bread.
Well, there's a lot
Just
of techniques that you learn over time.
Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. Our bakers,
Well, you
yeah.
just keep rolling it and rolling it, and it does
Yeah.
start to warm up, and then
Mhm.
once it's warm, now you can do your folds, and then it's like,
And then,
now stick back in the
It is
freezer.
too.
yeah, it's too warm now.
Yeah. I think that's, what I can look forward to as a goal. I get my weight down, and then I can, like, make croissants because my daughter loves croissant. I
Croissant.
make some croissant when I work at
Yeah,
the bakery.
that's what I
Ooh,
was told
let's
when you're
see.
singing in French is you just push your lips together when you are singing, and you will
No,
sound like you have a
croissant.
French accent. If you
Easy
sing
croissant.
chanson. Yeah,
I knew you meant worked. Isn't that funny, Grumpus? Yay, dyslexia for the win because I read things into things that aren't there.
Mhm.
Yay.
Yeah, me too. All the time.
So it's when I worked at the bakery. We buttered, rolled, and folded the Danish dough for 3 days. Lots of work. Ooh,
Wow.
wow. I don't know
yeah.
about the Danish dough. What's the Danish dough? Is that another?
Everything European it's like I have no idea about the Polish people. I go, "What is up with that? Let's make pierogies." So first of all, we gotta go and peel all the potatoes and mash them up and make whatever thing, and then
Mhm.
you gotta make your dough, then you gotta put them all together, make all these little cuts, then we
Mhm.
gotta go and boil them, and it's like,
Mhm.
"What? That's a lot of steps just
That's
to
a
get
lot
a
of
little
work.
and the cabbage rolls. Oh, we gotta slice the cabbage roll. We gotta boil
Mm,
the cabbage rolls. We gotta make the hamburger and the rice. Put it all together. Put it in the roll it up,
mhm.
and then cook it
I
again. You're like,
know. God bless those moms and grandmas with all those steps.
Mm.
What in the
Yeah.
wow.
and
Yeah.
it's good, delicious stuff. But you go,
But you know
what?
what? The societies
Yummy.
that do that, they're usually thinner because Because there's so much process in that.
Yeah, that takes so much work, right? Yeah, they work off their calories before they get them
Mhm.
in their mouth.
Because,
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Very
they're eating
quickly
real
over
food.
Yes,
That's
they
it
are
too.
eating real food. That's the one thing is that people don't realize is that if we get back to eating our real food and what we grow, how healthier we are.
Yeah.
That was one thing about Jessica from yeah,
Roots and refuge.
Roots and
Mhm.
Refuge. Thank you.
That's
Um,
true. They're doing it with their family usually growing with Hudson. They're all
Oh
yeah,
helping
yeah,
out
yeah,
in the
yeah,
kitchen and doing his
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
and it brings the family together too.
it
You don't
does.
see that anymore either.
Yeah,
No,
it does. You see it
yeah,
with
I
some
had.
of the Italian families that still are
Mhm.
intact. They do that for ravioli rolling and everything. And
Yeah.
Diva, did you guys make those the pot stickers that night that you were eating the pot? Was it pot stickers that I saw? Did you guys make those or you just
No, we didn't. No,
ordered?
no,
Okay,
all of it was from the big
that's
box store, frozen.
all look
And
delicious.
so,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, we
Mhm.
didn't. I don't know that we made the dips and sauces, but no,
Mhm.
no, no,
Okay.
no. It was
I didn't know if you guys were doing that as a family. I was about to say, "Oh, well, Diva, they make." So I'm glad I asked.
we do like when we make Korean food, we will do like we will make the japchae, the noodles and all that sort of thing, and we make our
Oh.
own kimchi regularly. Um,
Ooh.
and I will,
Is that a video yet? The kimchi?
making kimchi.
Yeah.
Marissa's made. She's shown how to make kimchi.
Oh,
Oh,
You
that
well,
would
know,
be good to watch.
yay. Yes, I need
hmm
that.
I need to
Maybe
yeah.
get
like
that kind of cabbage and make that kind of kimchi. Maybe in the fall.
mhm.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
love kimchi.
me too.
It's so good, and you can adjust it. That's the thing is
Mm-hmm.
depending on if you
Ooh,
want it really
I
spicy.
made rhubarb.
We like it with ginger, like a lot of fresh ginger in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
I just love that extra, kick of ginger. So you make what you can put whatever you want in it.
Yeah.
She does make it
Barry
with
and I, we're
from
related.
shrimp.
I like
I
spicy, but
love
my
I like
mother-in-law
kimchi.
it
can't
spicy.
handle
Yeah, I
spicy.
like it spicy too. But we'll
I,
see
l-
how my
I like
body
a spicy
reacts.
poo. You like a
I like
spicy
it.
poo?
Yes, I like it spicy
My
too.
my poor
And
mother-in-law,
then we have spicy
it's
poo
got too
after.
much
No.
Yes.
pepper and it's like, oh, it's spicy.
No, I asked you, do you like a spicy poo?
I
Uh,
do
this,
like a spicy food. I do.
oh, spicy
Gosh, when
food
I
or
make
spicy poo?
But no, they say, you like a spicy poo?
when I eat a
You,
spicy food, I have a
then
spicy
I get the
food.
spicy
Yeah, then
poo.
we get the spicy poo. Oh
Yeah,
my
Like
goodness.
my girlfriend taught English in Korea, and she go, oh, and she just they always ask, do you like the spicy poo?
Oh, you still have those? So
yeah,
funny.
What is that?
It's spicy jelly beans, jelly belly
spicy
jelly
jelly
beans.
beans.
What's the name of that thing? I forgot when you
Um,
guys the
it's
challenge.
bean basiled.
Okay.
Yeah, it's jalapeno cayenne. Um, uh, Reaper. Yeah, yeah. It's all in here.
You mean you're not sure if it's good or spoiled or not? Growing with Hudson. It's messing with my spoiled
You take these
my
little
spoiled
packages,
goodness.
and it's a game. You like so this sits on here,
Oh,
and you spin it,
Yeah,
and
bean
then
right.
boozled. Yep.
yeah,
Bean boozled.
and then they have
Oh,
some bean boozles that are rotten, like
yeah.
rotten things,
Yes,
and
like throw up. They have ones that are like really
throw
gross.
up, Band-Aid,
Yeah. Eh.
you know, all
I
kinds of
can't believe that they can even make those flavors. It's crazy to me.
yeah.
And it's nasty. But yeah, ghost pepper in that one or no? I don't remember if you guys had the ghost
Ghost.
pepper.
No, ghost pepper on this one. Nope.
Yeah. I want to know like what peppers
Sriracha.
are good for making, say, like a good paprika. Doesn't have to be smoked. I mean, just paprika. Like that's a common spice that I use. Is it a paprika pepper? Like is what's that
Yeah,
pepper called? Do you guys know?
it's a red pepper that's about this big. I forget the name of it.
I know exactly the booger there. He knows what they
Boozled.
are. Booger,
Mhm.
grass, rotten egg.
Mhm.
Mm-mm-mm. You're so funny, Gear. Must be eating exactly. Who got to be the test
I think the
person?
rotten egg for me was the worst.
Oh yeah, yeah. All pure sulfur. Oh, you do? Hudson has a ghost pepper plant. Cool. I have a baby tree. It's the 45-year plan tree growing with Hudson. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. It, yeah, it's like a twig sticking out of soil that I ordered for like $16. But one day it will be a tree. I have faith,
Okay.
although some of
So,
the
what pepper
little
is
leaves are
used
yellow.
for paprika? For
It is pepper.
paprika,
Yeah,
it
paprika.
is. You basically need to start more. Oh, blah blah blah. The most common variety used for making paprika is tomato pepper, sometimes with the addition of more pungent varieties called chili peppers and cayenne, uh, or whatever. So because it's a mild pepper. So,
Mm.
um, but I've
Yeah,
never
that's
heard of
what I
a
wanted. I was
tomato
like a
pepper.
mild pepper.
Tomato pepper. What's a tomato pepper?
Never heard of that. Tomato pepper. Was that with Shed Wars Q?
Oh,
They did
sweet
that?
red.
Sweet red pepper?
Hmm.
Yeah, some sources claim that most commonly produced paprika is made from the sweet red pepper, also called the tomato pepper.
I'll be darned. Okay.
But that's only from
Yeah. No, I
One
one
think
source.
I've
source.
read
I might need to double source or triple source
yeah,
my,
but I think I
you
read
know.
that before. I think I did,
Yeah,
now that
you
you're
can get the
saying it.
cayenne pepper. Yeah.
Yeah, cayenne pepper is a cayenne pepper, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Cayenne
You
pepper is a
can.
cayenne pepper.
I think I have some of those.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I
may.
might have some of the cayenne. I have to double check. But yeah, I want to start making sure I have those type of things that are going to fill my spice cabinet if we're not eating them in the food. Now, what
Mhm.
kind of peppers are you putting in kimchi?
Oh,
It's a
that
Szechuan
that is a special Korean type of pepper.
pepper.
Hmm.
It's
Okay,
very it is distinctively different. Like we do
different.
have we she does use some um just wait.
They
Uh
use
go
them in
go to
India?
gochujang. Gochujang, it's the red pepper paste, but we do buy
Oh,
the
okay.
ground pepper as well. But it is a specifically grown in Korea. I don't know what that pepper is. That would be an interesting thing to go and
Yeah. Okay. GT Junior says he has a paprika pepper. So that's interesting, GT. You're going to have to show us what that looks like. That's one thing
pep
yeah,
maybe
he
its own
has a
thing.
paprika pepper. And cayenne is a variety, Mike said. And
Yep.
paprika is its own too. Okay,
I
so
have
they've
a
hybridized.
cayenne long pepper.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
I have that kind.
Yeah.
Geez, I can't get out of here. Do any of you
And then
ladies
I've
know
got
a
the
use for ghost peppers
any
in India? Mm-mm.
lemon jalapeno
Oh,
pepper.
yeah. Lemon.
Oh, nice.
I haven't started many of these because we really don't eat a lot of them. What we eat is I started banana peppers. We eat a
Oh,
lot of
nice.
those, and bell peppers. So I started a lot of those.
Oh, thank you, Growing with Hudson. Awesome. And then I'll return the favor, unless you're Marine, and then you'll get it like 6 months later after I mention it, because that's my luck. Because that's
I
what
think
happens
I
to
think
me.
I've known you for more than a year, darling.
Yeah, okay, so maybe it's more than 6 months. I don't know. GT Junior is the one who knows because he was here with us. Some use alma peppers. Oh, okay. A ripe Hungarian wax. Interesting. A loose sheer paprika pepper. Maybe even. I have the Arjavarsky. Okay. So are you trying all of those to see which ones dry down nice, Shani? Or
That's
roast? Are you
cool.
gonna roast them? Yeah. If you lime cayenne. Oh, I think that is. If you like cayenne, try Thai peppers. I do have Thai peppers at the Asian market. Oh, you're a pepperhead? Okay.
A
Cool.
pepper, huh?
Yeah, he's really into peppers. See,
And
I
I
have to that be careful. Like I have to start with the mild ones in case Malachi gets curious. I did have some hot ones, and thankfully he left him pretty much alone. I think he tried to grab one, and I caught him in time. Yeah, I wouldn't mind making chutney, but mango. I wanted to try making mango. Yep.
Mike, do you know what
Wow.
it's like? It's gochugaru. Uh, do you know what that pepper is? Because that's what the hot pepper flakes, the Korean, is
Oh.
gochugaru, but gochujang is the paste. But it's like, what freaking pepper do you use?
This is
Can we grow
interesting.
it?
Berto Bob says they hang those peppers on the farm fences to deter the elephants and tigers from entering through the fence. I learned that hunting there years ago in India.
Ah,
That's
yeah.
really interesting. That's how
It
they
is interesting
deter
because they can't do anything
ghost
else.
peppers. Yeah. Maybe you could use those to keep the coyotes away because they have
Maybe.
senses. And the birds won't mind because they'll eat peppers.
Yeah, the birds won't mind. That would be the thing, is they'd be jumping up to get the
Want to
peppers
get the peppers, yeah.
because they can't taste the
capsicum.
heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our little parrots couldn't either. They could have them, but you had to be careful because then, of course, they get the poops. They
Yeah.
eat too much. I'm gonna smoke them, and then oh, that sounds good. Yeah, yeah,
Yum.
really nice. Yeah, I'm not a smoker. Oh gosh, not the ghost pepper story with your son. Terrible. I know it. It's very sad for the son. We'll just say he had it on his hands and his hands went somewhere else because he had to go to the bathroom.
Oops.
Yeah. Lipstick is your favorite mild? Okay, I might have lipstick pepper because that is definitely something that I can grow right now. It's the peppers.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's where I'll start. Is the only problem is like eating peppers. My husband doesn't like peppers at all. I'm the one who eats them, but I'm trying not to eat too many nightshades to see if it'll help with the inflammation. And then I'll reintroduce it back. So I guess it's okay. I'm like, where's Mike? Did I put him up so you could see him? He's over in Diva's chat. You can go give her like a little loving too if you're over in my chat.
Yeah.
Diva's got hers open too. We grow stream together. We grow stream.
That's awesome.
So you're always
Okay,
welcome
so
to if the thing's up there, Laura. You just open up and then you kind of copy and paste or just write something in the title, and you can open one up and get hours with us or minutes.
I don't understand.
Steve and I will show you sometime with it's not that hard. I usually have a button up there, right, Diva? You saw the button when you came in? Okay.
Yeah.
And
At
that
the
all you
top,
do.
it's a little paper clip, and it'll say, "Do you want to share this stream out?" And you just click yes, and then it'll bring it up, and you just put in the title, and then and say, co-streaming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then it opens a page on your account, and they can come in and basically get time too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's hopefully working. We're hoping it's working.
It's helping me. It's helping my watch time hours for sure.
Yeah. That's
it's
awesome.
helping mine, but it's so hard to tell. Like when you get into like certain is that moving or was that the same the other day? I need to start writing it down. Plus things falling off because they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I learned from you. I didn't realize that's how they did it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like many different common names. Okay. But they're the same pepper. That makes sense. That's why you go into the Latin with plants because it's the same thing. Different plants will have the same common name in different states. And so you have to learn when you're doing horticulture, the Latin.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not making a mistake. Oh, okay. They're from Northeast. I didn't know that. From Northeast India. I'm afraid of ghost or any of those ones. I
don't need to go
the super hots. No, I can't do that right now. Oh, did it? Sweet deliciousness. Okay. Sweet chocolate bell pepper. Oh, that sounds good. And if it's dark, it's got those
Oh, I see. Very
anthocyanins in it. Hmm? Sweet chocolate. Hold on. Pepper. Oh, bell. Okay, I got it. I just wanted to write it down because I'm old fashioned like that. I like to write things down, and then I forget where I put them because I'm old like that. I take notes and don't know where I put the notes. Yeah, it's like a light blue text. Storms is saying. Barry, you saw it too when you came. Oh, that's right. You co-streamed with us. That's right.
I'm doing it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer we'll keep going, but
Yeah.
try it. Let's do it as
Yeah,
a
we'll do it.
learning. Do it as a
Yeah.
learning thing. I love it's like your test. We got to have a test with J3GS Farm. Wonderful man. Helped us
Yeah.
both out. Pepper, so many flavors, some sweet to burn your lips off. You just have to know which one. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. You grab one you think it's a sweet one and then you burn your lips off. Oh, I see you up above. There you go.
Am I in there?
You're on my thing. I can see you. Yeah, hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
I can go to your view YouTube. Let me see if it's open.
I'm trying to do it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep,
Sweet.
you're open. GT got over there. And I'll give you a like too.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah. Let me see. Live chat. Hey.
Hey guys.
Hi. And you'll see now is hers with paperclip or I just see the paper clips?
No, we see the paper clips.
Okay.
Like so anybody that's on mine.
The paper clips are for the people that are not in your stream, right? I think is how you explain it.
Well, I see the paper clip, so
yeah. So
now I see Storm.
Okay. Do you see my name? I just came in there and said, "Hey, I'm over
Yes,
here."
I do.
Okay. Do I have a paper clip from what you're seeing?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
So
Cool,
it says that you're
guys.
on.
That's really cool.
Okay. That's weird. No, I don't need to hide any comment. Why is it asking me that? The freak. I don't know what happened. Oh, I just left Mike's up too long. He's like, "You want to hide this comment because you're just hovering on it
Hovering.
a little long." Thanks, StreamYard. Before I try to grow for seasoning is what I eat. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I didn't check my email while I'm live. I'll check it in a little bit, in just a minute, because I'm way behind, I think, in the side chat. I had to work my time. Oh, yeah, I would have to too. Totally.
Yeah.
Mike is saying, hey, just in case you guys are in separate ones. Oh, wait a minute. What is this?
Yes, I think it's just gochu, a Korean Hong gochu pepper.
Okay.
For making, I was just reading about that myself. So the gochu meaning pepper, gochugaru is the powdered, and then gochujang or gochujang is when they make a fermented pepper paste. But I just,
Oh,
it's like
I
it's
might
such a
have
it
pepper
it is a
paste.
different tasting pepper.
Mhm.
And there is again the levels of mild and crazy
Yeah.
hot and
I like it
Korean spice.
spicy. I just can't make it with. I have to make it with coconut aminos. I can't make it with soy. That's the only thing because I'll get a migraine. Oh, I sent it to you.
Yeah, I think this is just a dry
Mutated
pepper.
rice or a chocolate milk. Oh wow, that's wild. I was like floored that they call the white things inside the pepper the placenta. That just seems so weird. Kind
It
of
is weird.
just a weird. Like really? Why?
Why
Like
do you have to be so rude?
exactly. Well, if that's the
Yeah.
placenta, oh, I guess if that's the placenta, the babies are the seeds. Interesting. So then, wait a minute.
Aw.
Are we eating a uterus when we eat the pepper? Ew. Ew.
Disgusting,
Ew.
disgusting.
Stuffed uteruses for dinner, dear. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
stuffed
guys.
jalapenos. Mmm.
Sorry, guys.
What? What happened? You okay?
Yeah, I was just. I'm going into your guys' lives and saying hi too, and
Oh,
it just
okay.
the voices
I
come
know
up.
it's a
And I was
lot.
like,
It's a lot.
And then it
It's
just starts. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
does the echoing thing.
I
yeah.
know. Oh, cute.
It's all good. It's all good. We're still
I did.
learning.
I do
Yep.
too. That's one I do have that I'm getting ready to grow. I did have that one out. That's actually over near Marine's package. I'm just going to take it and tape it. So,
Just take it and
and
tape it.
I'm going to tape the whole thing up and just send it to you. Oops, wait a minute. Oh, just ruined. Sorry. I'm sorry, Grumpus. You'll get over it. It's okay. It's really okay. It's okay.
Oh.
It's just a joke.
Yeah.
You'll
Well,
be
that's
all
the thing where
right,
it's like,
man.
why do you have to be like, why do you have to wreck it for all of us? That's sad.
Yeah.
Great. Now I'm never
You
getting
know,
peppers ever again.
now that I said that, that's gonna go through YouTube because that's just odd. Anything that comes out weird or odd, they'll be like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, yeah, we're
Mhm.
having stuffed uteruses tonight," or I mean, a little stuffed pepper hoo ha. Yeah, that could go through the YouTube streets.
Wow.
Yeah, it's late night chat. It's late.
So maybe that makes me, well, because a while ago, I I got pepper, and it seemed like it had a little baby inside. You know,
Oh, right.
it had like,
Weird.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true because it can. It can.
yeah.
I think my mom's had tomatoes like that where she sliced the tomato, and just from those seeds, there was lots of little, like they were already starting to sprout.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
I've had that with melons too.
Oh,
Melons and
really?
gourds and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is very real, suburban hillbilly. Mhm. Why not
Well,
use it productively?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that's for you people in your world. It's only 11 o'clock here.
That's true. You're in the West Coast
I'm in
area
the
where it's still
me and Bob are and Garden Warrior. We're in the it's not nighttime zone yet.
Yes.
So we're still early. Oh, and then GT's even behind us.
Oh,
It's only 10 o'clock for him.
I'm glad I'm an hour behind Carol because I'm not the biggest nighttime
Mhm.
person, but
mm.
No.
Y'all, if you ever get pepper oil stuck on your hands, the Gojo from the garage works to get it off.
mhm.
Yes.
They
Just
say
so you know.
lemons too. I've never done it
Mhm.
though.
I
Well,
don't know, but
Grumpus is 1 hour behind me, 102, and
yeah.
1 in Tennessee.
Yeah.
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 And
My son-in-law, they were chopping peppers.
Oh, thank you,
And
Hudson.
then he and his lovely wife my daughter went and had a bath. And then he came out and he said, I need to get some milk or something for her.
Oh,
Mm.
no.
Yeah. Oh, because
Oh.
they were having a cozy bath together. But he wasn't thinking that his hands were chopping peppers with no gloves on. So
Mm.
he was touching places that left her a
Oh.
little bit
Hey,
spicy.
suburban hillbilly.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Probably like, "Mommy, Daddy doesn't get to watch me anymore. Just
Pretty
you.
much. Pretty
Just
much. He goes,
you.
I should have
Oh,
wore gloves.
Owie."
I should have wore gloves.
yeah.
Oh,
I
vinegar to get
oh.
cayenne off. Okay.
I've done that. Like touch your eyes when you're.
Mhm.
Yes.
Trisha's saying lemon
Yes.
does not work for their peppers, so
Okay.
be
So now we know
careful. Be
another one.
careful. Right? Owie. Ouchie. Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was an ouchie. And
Yeah,
and
I've
then we
done that with
laughed
the
about
eye.
it.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
Did she?
With
Yeah.
She will just
well, because it's like, they didn't come right out and say it. It was like they you go, he should have used gloves to chop the peppers. And I went, what's the big deal? And she just stared at me. And I went, and then we just continued to laugh.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're uncomfortable, but it's like, Okie
Mhm.
dokie. I know
Mhm.
what happened in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, it
Nope,
wasn't good.
not good.
Not
I was
good.
going to say something.
Oh, wow.
Look away. Everybody look away.
I know.
What did he say?
He's
That's
kind
right.
of experienced that.
Mhm. Oh. Oh. Well,
Wow,
there you
even in
go.
the eyes. That's amazing. Wow.
Mm.
So I guess that was an immediate tolerance builder, but I wouldn't suggest it for anyone in the audience if you're saying what I think you're
Not a
saying.
doctor.
Like, I'm not
I'm
a
not a
doctor.
doctor.
Not a doctor.
I can't tell you how to
Just
do
to
that.
play one on TV.
Yeah, I just play one on YouTube occasionally. I play a nutritionist. Yeah, right.
Oh, I don't know if
Can
they
we
can
all
make
make
Gojo
Gojo?
soap.
Maybe.
Well,
They might.
Shawnee, get looking it
Hey,
up.
yeah,
You're our interwebs girl that just seems to bang. She
I
gets all those good
know.
things up.
Bang, boom, ba bang.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me. I'm just using my little breathe stick that looks really bad on camera. It
It's like,
helps
oh,
me.
what are you snorting there, Carol?
Just my breathe
It's just
stick.
it's
Just my
just
breathing.
my crystal menthe. My
Just my
crystal
crystal
menthe.
mint in the stick. Yep. I've got to get some peppermint oil so I can mix up some extra strong peppermint oil.
Gojo on a rope.
Because it's a bar of soap on a rope if she's making the Gojo bar. So, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Oh my goodness. But that's actually a good idea. If you could do that, Shawnee, and put it on a rope and you can put it right in the kitchen on the cabinet right there. So when you're doing your peppers,
Yeah,
it's there to remind you, wash your hands.
yeah.
Good morning,
Wash
Hudson.
your
You
hands.
too.
Oh, you
Good
too,
morning.
right? I know. Good morning. Have a good
Good
morning.
morning.
We go into bed after this for a few hours at least.
hmm
I wonder if my tears, etc., were spicy when processing. I bet. I
Yeah,
bet.
you have to just taste them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you taste, Mike? Have you made the mistake of trying to dehydrate them in your house in like a small
Yeah,
room?
you can't do that.
No,
Or put
no.
them in a blender.
no.
Oy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't tried the blender one. So the blender is no good either with hot peppers, huh?
No, no, you do it
Is that
outside.
why you see, like with Mexican recipes, that they'll actually kind of pre-boil some of their stuff before they, like the
I,
peppers, before they
yeah,
blend them
I
with some
don't
of the
know. Maybe
sauces?
that. Maybe that. Yeah.
I wonder.
It's
Or they
usually to
Yeah,
make.
we're all over the place, Storms. I know.
you're trying to
Hi,
rehydrate some of
Tia.
them. That's why.
I'm surprised Dawn didn't work, Trish. That's really surprising because that usually removes like the oil off my hands, like my physical oil that my body makes. It like
Yeah.
goes down to that and dries me out completely.
Oh, she's got the recipe right there.
Oh, awesome. Wait a minute. Hold up. Goja bath bombs. Oh my gosh, that would get you squeaking.
Well, that would probably help my daughter with her issue that she had.
That's
Yes.
true. This is
Put a
true.
bath bomb in it. A Gojo bath bomb.
Yeah.
Wait. What videos are we talking about, Mike? Is this going like to the another level? Like what? Where? Wait, are we still on the diva story? And you got videos like that?
Oh no.
Because I don't think you can put those on YouTube. I don't
No.
think so. I think you have to private them. All
One
right,
quarter
so
cup of liquid Castile.
I'm
Go ahead.
taking a picture of it so I don't
So
lose it.
1 cup of white vinegar, 1/3 a cup of salt, 1/3 a cup of sugar, 1/3 a cup of baking soda, 3 open capsules of charcoal, 5 drops of peppermint oil, 5 drops of eucalyptus oil, 5 drops of tea tree oil. But she also said, I thought it would have orange in it because
Yeah,
doesn't Gojo
that's the
usually have
orange.
orange?
There's the Gojo orange. I don't know why they're doing it that way. Yeah, I agree. Most of the one I use is the orange one too.
Me
But
too.
I think they have they had one before the orange, and the orange one just sold better. Hey, TN Bushcrafter, where you at? I don't see you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
Good
so
evening.
Mike was saying he's got videos of him dehydrating peppers.
Oh,
That's his
awesome.
video.
Okay.
Good,
Thank you for
clean family
clarifying.
fun.
So he was talking to somebody else, and yeah,
I thought too. No, he was answering me because I said, "Did you ever do
Oh.
that?" And I just forgot I asked him because that's me.
right.
The second one after nap. Oh, you got a nap? That sounds so nice. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
My friend thought she had a gas leak, had to leave the house with their dogs, and almost called the fire department. She was having serious. Turns out her neighbor. Oh no, it's a cliffhanger. Where's the rest? Okay.
I'm cooking ghost peppers. There you
Cooking
go.
ghost. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's
That's
horrible.
terrible.
That's terrible. It's right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I dehydrated my chili peppers and my cayenne. I did dehydrate them in my easy bake, and then I did blend them.
Sounds like a delicious challenge. Wait, with the Castile soap? Is that what, wait, are we going off of like Shawnee's recipe? It kind of does, except for the Castile soap. Yeah.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
charcoal. Just, yeah.
And the
Yeah,
charcoal.
could
Yeah.
be.
Hey,
Could
Trish.
be. I don't usually eat eucalyptus on my salad or tea tree. Yeah. Yeah, you do. We were just talking about if you've done it in a closed environment, TN. That's what I asked him. Like, if you ever learned
Yeah.
that lesson accidentally, went to dehydrate your peppers, not open the windows or whatever, or put it outside instead.
I've never done hot peppers, but
Yeah, me either. Because I want to make the spice, and I'm wondering, like, okay, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to get a dehydrator.
right.
Because I can't do it. I dehydrate in my oven right now because I just don't dehydrate that much. I didn't want to spend it.
Yeah,
Then you
I
put
do.
them in a Ninja blender inside your house? What? What
I
about
do mine. I do mine in a blend, like with my immersion blender. I grind them up. Or no, it was a Ninja, so it is more a little bit
it's
closed. And,
enclosed? Okay.
Yeah, but when you open that up, you got to do this.
yeah,
Yeah, like
So
so
you're
it
not
doesn't
getting it right in the face.
you don't get the plume. Oh, she was sick for days. That's
Oh, I'm sorry.
terrible. Poor person.
mm-hmm.
She was really
Probably
sensitive to
ingested too much.
peppers. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, you just are I can't do that. You have a definite tolerance for hot peppers then, Mr. TN Bushcrafter.
I also let my peppers just air dry as well. That's another. You don't have to do the dehydration, depending on your climate again.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you could air dry them. They do take much, much longer.
I
Yeah.
would probably have to do it here because it's so humid here. Probably in Florida too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's humid here, but they actually dried. Cut my fun.
Exactly. If you have any breathing issues prior, yeah, getting that into your home. Oh my. And not knowing either what it is and why you're just like ready to die.
Right. I think that's interesting because cayenne pepper, you know, if you're taking it internally, helps with breathing issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you're
breathing
ready
it
to
in,
hate.
not so much.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Every year you make that. I need to start getting on a schedule with things. That's the thing that's
Yeah.
hard for me. The scheduling.
Yeah, actually, we've got so much garlic that we grew last year that's actually what we're going to do is I said I'd like to just dry it all and then powder it so I have my own fresh dried garlic powder.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
you
like
did
the
it
taste.
during winter? So what kind of dehydrator, TN, do you have where it's just not blowing? Like, because most dehydrators. Sorry, did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh,
Right.
I thought that
dropped
was
my-
your new signal to me. Like,
Hey!
I'm talking over me.
No, I'm just being rude over here because I dropped my pistachio on the ground. It's like,
Oh,
Not the pistache. Not the pistache on the
Mhm.
floor.
Yes,
With
it's on the
pistache,
floor.
the more expensive the food is, the longer the seconds are of it hitting the floor. That's my theory.
Amen.
Oh, okay. You air dry them to save some seeds. That's smart. Yeah, because the dehydrating would probably not allow them to germinate.
yeah.
You like that GT? If it's expensive food, you get a few more seconds. It's for sure.
Mhm.
They probably string up. Yeah, I've seen the stringing up that they've done it. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
They've done it for centuries that way. Like Mexico has them all over the place. You see them.
Mhm. And yeah, and
And
those are places they're dry, but and also European places, and
mhm.
you know
Mhm.
the humidity is there, but they just will dry. Pistachio down.
Oh, the dogs too got it.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
What the heck were they doing with those peppers that so much was airborne? Wow. I know.
Wow.
Pistachio. Pistache. I heard somebody say that once. It's called a pistache. I like stachio too. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It is.
Too. I don't know how. All right. So then, Tian, then other people, like, I don't understand. Like, you and your family can just handle that. And this poor lady is like dying and it's coming through her ventilation system.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. Well, that's like what we were talking about this morning too, was we're all a
Mhm.
different petri dish. We all have our different sensitivities. So
I was
she
just
Mhm.
going to say
might
that. Yep.
she
Mhm.
might have an underlying condition too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 10-second. You get 5 more seconds. 10 seconds for delicious, 5 more seconds if it's expensive. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
They were in the backyard. They weren't even in the house.
What the heck?
But it
So
got
they
in,
were smoking them or cooking them in the backyard
and it
and
got
it
into her eventually.
blew into her ventilation.
What is
So
that
who
company that sells the peppers that are the pepper sauce that they I think it's in Arizona that is a Mexican company. It's a really popular pepper sauce, and they said that people that lived around them had
sriracha? Is it
the issues.
sriracha sauce?
Mm-hmm.
The people that lived around them just had issues
Had
because of
all
it.
kinds of issues with the smell, with the
Wow.
asthmatics, and all of that stuff.
Wow. You're cooking. That's so crazy. See, let me see if I shall have never had an issue with super hot. Yeah. Oh wow. So maybe it's just got your genetics and you're just born to do this, man.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Super hot peppermint. Oh, the Tabasco company also got complaints around there. Huh.
Mm.
Never would have thought. Didn't even think about. Oops, sorry. Didn't even think about that. Those companies, like it could plume out and
Right.
affect people around them. Well, that was. I went into that earlier about my mom was concerned because she lived in the country and she lived around chicken houses, and she's like, chicken houses stink really bad. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I will not go with you to that area of Georgia if we end up near a chicken house.
Yeah. Well, that's like my husband was saying. He can't stand going by a Tyson chicken house
Mm,
because it's so nasty.
I might get in trouble for that.
Well,
That's just our opinion. It
it's
doesn't
our
mean,
opinion.
yeah, it's just an opinion, and we're allowed to have them. Yeah, we all
Sorry.
have that's okay. It's just naming the company. I don't know if they would. You never know with different companies what they have with the AI, what kind of
Yeah.
agreements they have. I mean, I saw something now. The new thing is you can put a group of lawyers on retainer. Like there's a group of lawyers you can pay
Mm-hmm.
into this thing where they will clean up your social media for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so unfair. So then we
It
never
is.
will see these negative remarks because there go
Right.
the lawyers
Yeah.
and will use these crappy businesses that should have had negative comments. but
Right.
instead they were scared into slandering the company and getting sued.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. That's where we should be able to definitely say something.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was in shortage, but then I saw it in my Walmart, so I don't get it. Sriracha is in shortage. All the peppers come from a certain area of Mexico, and oh, that's why. Okay, that's crazy. I
Hmm.
thought I just saw it in my Walmart. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, if you
I should
do, go buy some.
have
If it's
brought.
if
I
it's
know.
cheap, you can go
Yeah.
and probably sell it for a whole
Put
bunch.
it on eBay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You couldn't type on mine? What? All of a sudden?
Weird.
That's weird. Uh-oh. I'll check my thing. I didn't put you in timeout or anything. That's strange as heck. I hope nobody fell asleep and did. Like one of my mods might have done that in the background. They might be in the background. I've
Oops.
done that by accident, put somebody in timeout. I fell asleep over my phone and went somehow put
I
somebody in
think I
time.
put somebody in timeout the first time somebody made me a mod, and I was like, oops,
Sorry.
I don't know what I'm doing. Why'd you make me a mod?
Yeah, I thought it was an older shortage. Okay. Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It has to be Sriracha brand. I'm pretty sure I saw it at my Walmart, but I could be mistaken. I'm like now curious. Got me curious.
Now you're gonna look.
Yeah, I have to because I'm pretty sure I thought I saw it in my. But if I see it and it is
Mm.
on shortage, I'm getting it and making some money.
Mm-hmm.
Garden Warrior, I had the same thing yesterday
Yeah.
on my PC. I was typing out an email response, and whatever the word might have started with the letter P, and then all of a sudden it would just do a whole bunch of P's, and so
Mm.
then
Oh,
I would
weird.
I'd take my hands off, and it kept going, and then I go backspace, and then it would just erase everything
Hang
beyond
on
what
a
I
sec.
had. You're awake now.
Is it
Welcome.
the rooster one? Is it got the rooster on it,
Yeah.
TM? Yeah, it's on Walmart's website.
For how much?
It's all over it. So go get your stuff now.
Yeah.
You know, got to
Um,
double check, I guess, to make sure it's the real dealio, because it was
Yeah.
messed.
you might
But it
have to
looked,
restart your computer, Gardening
mm,
Warrior.
I think sometimes that these scares aren't real scares.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
What? They hit you for just saying hello? What the heck? That's so weird. What is going on?
That is really weird.
I'm gonna have to check what's going on my side. Hold on. Where that's yours, Laura. Let me see. Diva. I've got like all our things open, and of course, mine's the furthest out because it's the first one I opened. Hold on. I want to go in. I gotta go in and look and see what's going on. Maybe somebody did fall asleep, and I forget where that is. Barry, if you're still here, do you remember where that is? Is it in my settings? Not no. Maybe it's in customization. The box I'm looking for, where if you get put in timeout.
Mm.
Oh, StreamYard too, I think has something, or Google does. That's it. But we have one on our YouTube too.
Mm.
That's weird. That's so strange. I don't know what's going on, why they're having issues like that. Kind of bothers me that I can't just run in and fix it because I can't remember what's the box.
Right.
What do I click on? Anyone, any creator out there, where is the box where people go and get put in timeout? Oh, here I found it. Under
Oh,
settings.
it's in community, and then
Yeah, under settings. I found it. Okay, let me see.
I didn't know which thing you were looking for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check. I don't know. I'm gonna remove some.
Yeah, my daughter. It took probably about an hour for her because her computer wasn't responding. And I said, "Well, do a restart."
Mm-hmm.
I know
Yeah.
there was an update that just came out um, for the winds.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true. That might be
whether that
happening.
update
True.
is messing people's computers up.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah.
April 8th is coming up.
Yeah, I have some. Interesting. Removed.
Not sure what they're
Yeah.
planning, but
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, don't I'm not really sure either. I am not not seeing you in a box yet. I'm trying to look. It's in community though, so hold on. No. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm trying to figure this darn thing out.
Suburban Hillbilly YT timed me out on another channel for using a woman's name. It was her real name, starts with a K and ends with an N.
Oh. I'm making a couple mods in mine because I don't have any over here.
Oh my gosh, I have so many people in that box because they're not people. There's so many trolls over the years that
Oh,
have
yes.
made
Yeah.
it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my.
GT Junior, the date that's coming up, that's when there's going to be the
Yeah.
solar eclipse, and they're
Oh
saying,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
oh, there's going to be some people might be without power for 2 days or 5 days or a week, or all sorts of things like that.
It's funny because
Um,
we've had stuff like that before and never happened.
Yeah.
right, but see, you go, oh, this might happen
Mm-hmm.
because then you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, hey, look over here, look over here, look over here. Guess what we're doing over here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And so
Q,
they
you're
are
not
saying,
in there. You're not in there.
do your best. Belt Loop 29 cute critters.
Hello.
Oh, I don't know that channel, but I know Belt Loop has
I know
quite
Belt
a
Loop.
few. Yeah,
Hey,
Belt
Bill Loop. Good to see you.
Is Belt Loop in yours, Laura?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here's saying hi to Laura. Yeah,
It's a
there
pug.
might be. Is that the one that completes the X mark over us? Did you guys
Well,
hear
I think it's supposed to be hitting all the it's mostly hitting you guys, and it's going to hit all the towns that have
Hey, Belt Loop.
Nineveh in them or something like that.
You're fine, Belt Loop. Oh, he probably thought he went into mine.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah.
That's great. You're fine.
Uh-huh.
You can give Laura some love. It's okay.
I appreciate it. I need love.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right, gardening warrior. That's exactly it. Or just, it just gives them
Hitting all the
permission
check
to do
marks.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over Texas and whatever, but and they are putting warnings out. So if you are a homesteader, you make sure that you have your little contingency plan about how to communicate with your family, and
Mm-hmm.
make sure you've got some water and a few other things like that. Just your regular homesteading life. But whatever it is going to be, if it's nothing, then it's nothing. But if there is something,
Yeah.
you know that it's not that,
Yeah.
because we have a big blue screen.
Yes, we can do
In
whatever we
the-
want. That is
They
Belt
can-
Loop.
they can-
Belt Loop has YouTube Police, and this was the one I didn't know. Belt Loop Homestead 29. I think I knew. I heard something about cute critters, and that was the one I didn't have. So welcome
Nineveh's
all of
here.
Belt Loop.
Yeah.
It's
All of the
saying that.
Belt Loops.
Every belt loop possible.
Yeah, it's out, TN, so stock up. I know you stock up on cheese because he was so happy to show me when I said I was off of it. Like a brother. Like
Look
a
at my
brother would.
cheese.
Like, oh, Oh,
Yeah.
you want to see how I save cheese for, the days when you're not going to get to eat it? It's all
Mm-hmm.
here in my house. It's good. Keep it there. I don't want it.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Actually, I
I
do. I
didn't
would
want
love
any
to.
anyway.
No, I didn't want it, but part of me wants it. Yes, you do. And he's not a prepper. Like, it's just the
Oh, I
way he
like
is.
cheese. I
Yeah.
have cheese in the freezer because
I love cheese, and I used to love to melt it at night and eat it at
Uh,
work.
right.
I
I'm
like
the belt loop 29. I think that's the one.
that's his
I,
original.
I think I follow the Batman one. That's the one
Yep.
I follow.
Yep.
That's
You're just gonna
that's the one.
have to hit
hey,
my
Belt
shorts. Have to hit my
Loop,
shorts with all those channels, Belt Loop. Subscribe to me. I'm almost to 1,000 with all your channels, and I will hit you back.
Woo
Not
woo
like hit you.
woo.
Yeah, not hit you. I know we're getting there. We're getting
can you give
there.
me the thumbs up Belt Loop too, please?
Yeah. I know. It's like we're such
It's got 4
YouTube
monitors
creators.
going. That's
I know.
amazing.
I need another monitor, but then that would be more on my brain, and I don't think my brain can take it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
4
2
more
monitors is
pounds.
lovely.
Yeah, I
But
would like one more, but I don't understand, like, how to even use this since I got it
Yeah.
because I changed to Apple, and it just messed me up completely.
mm-hmm.
Hopefully that will improve. We'll see.
Oh, okay. One live in each
Okay,
monitor. Cool.
that's awesome. Yeah, I can imagine.
I'll put
Goodness.
mine up. I don't know where I don't know where it'll show up for, or if it'll show. Oh, it showed up on mine.
Yeah, I don't know if you can grab it though, like unless you're in it.
Oh, probably not.
Diva's up. I'm up. It's actually my live is Friday at 11:30, and we're still going. Oh, we hit the 3 hour mark. Gosh, we gotta.
Woo woo!
Thank
Too
you
much
very
time.
I'll
much.
just put it in.
Yeah, thank
There
you
it
very
is
much.
in Laura's.
And
I
then
think.
Diva and
I
Laura
think I
are
tried to
crow
put it in Laura.
screaming with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sony is the way forward with the computers, or are we talking their cameras are amazing. I would love a Sony camera, but then it would sit in like my Canon does right now because
Cool.
it's too difficult to figure out yet.
There I am.
Oh, and hedgehogs.
I'm in
Okay,
Laura's there.
and then
Yeah.
can't do that. Hold on. There's just too many things. I don't know what I've done.
Ooh, that sounds good. The
Too
shaved
many
beef I cut
things.
up the other day. Gonna be griddling some Philly cheesesteaks with some of that cheese.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, that
We
sounds so
did
good. Love a good Philly
no
cheesesteak.
belly.
we did
There you go, Bell Loop. It's in there.
we did the ground chicken.
Okay,
And
drive
instead of just
safe.
using our
You too. Sorry.
our typical turkey kind of flavorings, we chose to, you do garlic, salt, pepper, some chili peppers, and it came out more like a kielbasa
Mm-hmm.
flavored, and it was so good. So we used that for our charcuterie and for our sandwiches and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So that one. And then now the other thing I want to try making, because I've seen a recipe for it, is how to make real spam. And I guess it's
Yes,
just
I saw
ham
that
and
too. I
pork
want to
shoulder,
make it too. Yeah, pork
pork
shoulder and
shoulder,
ham, right?
and then
Yeah.
yep, and then whatever
Top it all up.
spices.
Oh, thank
Because I
you,
do
Suburban
like
Hillbilly.
spam.
She's helping.
I actually
Laura.
don't mind the taste of spam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I
Suburban.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you helping me. Thank you, Suburban. Is what I email you. Oh, what the? Oh, it's because I went over to hedgehogs and somehow it's like, I hate that about why doesn't, when you have things open like this, when we're doing a grocery, and you go from StreamYard to YouTube and it's not progressed on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. If it
That's
gets behind
annoying.
the one that
Maybe
I
you have to
have on the
refresh it.
top,
Mm-hmm.
it stays pretty fresh.
The one you
Whoever's
have
on the
on
top,
what the other? Do you put it on
the
your
other
other
ones will be.
monitor? I don't
Yep.
understand.
But I have
Oh.
3 tabs open.
Yeah, I do too. and then when I go to check them, they're not
Uh-huh.
up. It's really weird. They're
Mhm.
like, I don't know, they're delayed.
Yeah, well, right now I've just brought
Thank
back up
you.
yours, and it's just rolling through all of them, like the whole thing. So we're seeing J3Gs, we're seeing Janet's channel and all that.
Sup,
So
sup,
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 So
man,
sup, sup.
bro, sup, bro. Sony makes the best lens
Thank
and image sensors, bar none, will aside from the $1 million TV and movie.
you, Belt Loop 29
Yes,
Homestead,
thank
for
you
that.
very much. Appreciate it.
yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Belloop.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you and Jonesy have helped Diva and I out a lot, and we really appreciate you. Thank you.
Mhm.
And so, of course, originally has Homestead Aquarius. Salute to the man wherever he is right now, whether in the background or having a nap.
Yeah, he missed the pepper talk. He'll have to go back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He might not have. You never know with Homestead Aquarius. He could be in the bushes somewhere. But then again, he could also be in Minecraft and have fallen in a mine or gone down a lava
That's
slide.
true. Did
Yeah.
anybody,
Thank you,
go and check it?
Grumpus. Appreciate you, Grumpus. Thank you.
Mhm.
Sony, here it is. Sony makes the cameras for the iPhone. So if you
Thank
spend
you.
the same money on a Sony as you do on an iPhone, you get a much better. Yeah, I got a cheaper phone, but get a Sony camera. Yeah,
Mhm.
that might be something to do. Maybe I like my phone. I don't like that it takes pictures. Let's see if it's doing that tonight. Let's see.
Yep. Mine
Look at
does that too.
that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? It's taking that many.
Mhm.
But
Mine
do they
does it
show
too.
up on your phone?
No, it's going somewhere. Now it
Yeah.
stopped. What was that? Just when I held it up.
Mhm.
So anytime you move it, probably it's
Mhm.
yeah,
And
I
your
might
stuff
need
has done
to
that too,
I
Laura?
might need to
Yeah.
change.
Mine does that too.
Oh,
Hey,
Misty,
Miss
you get
T.
up this early in the morning, lady?
Good to see you.
Wow, good to see
Thank you
you.
for coming in.
Yes, thank you. And I have to say a big shout out to Miss T with the T because she's been helping a lot of YouTubers and Almost
Yes.
Homesteading with Janet put myself on the list today for Miss T with the T and friends,
Oh,
like
that's
meeting
sweet.
new friends. I forget the hashtag though, Miss T with the T, so I need to get with it. I think you had a hashtag for it. Or is it
Meeting
called?
new friends.
I don't think that's what I don't know. I don't think it's called that.
What is the thing she's doing? You didn't.
I'm asking her what the
Oh,
hashtag
okay.
is. I
Nice.
my brain just went. But yeah, if she, I think she had a hashtag
Still on.
for it. Nice, nice, nice. What that you got a picture taken of? Yeah, that it just
Mhm.
took a
It'll
picture
do
of your
it.
grumpus on farm.
Will it do it with the with
I think
Androids?
I don't know. It says it does it with most phones that have facial recognition. That it takes
Oh,
multiple pictures.
you have that turned on your phone?
I don't know if it, I do it for certain things. Yeah, like
Mm.
So then that's why
my
it's not.
PayPal. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I don't.
So nobody's getting into my PayPal and things like that. Like certain ones that are pretty um, spectacular,
Mhm.
private. I
Yeah,
do the facial
yeah,
recognition,
Yeah.
but
I don't do the facial recognition at
you
all.
don't do any
I
of
did.
that. I
No, I
I
did. I
think
used
they
to do the
do it.
fingerprint
Yeah.
and stuff, but I went, nope, nope, not having that. You don't need to have my face or my fingerprint
Mm.
on file
They,
anymore,
yeah.
or my voice. So I don't
Yeah.
use any of those commands either.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
and
Mm.
my bank always goes, would you like to leave a voice imprint for voice recognition? It's like, no, I
No.
don't want to do that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
My name's Flo, actually, and I don't want to do that today.
There we go. It's like a YTTV guide, but it was started with you, Miss T, and we really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
That is
Thank you
awesome.
so much for pulling us all in and, supporting one another. We need
Yeah.
that. Need a somebody like that in the community. You and
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
J3GS Farm.
it's a it's a YouTube TV guide to say who's going
Mhm.
live when and where.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I
know
put
Miss
up.
T usually at the end of her
Mhm.
she'll be naming off all of the ones that are going on for the
Yeah.
next,
Yeah.
Mhm.
couple
That
days.
helps her out quite a bit.
Bob,
That
Yeah.
yeah.
it's Bob o'clock. You're all
Tell
right,
you,
sir.
even though you're not doing it, they got it anyway. They do.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got it
Oh, yeah.
anyway. They've been spying on us with TVs before we even knew that
Mhm.
Yeah,
they had that kind of.
yeah.
So they
I
even now, like with the what's above us in the air,
Mhm.
we
yeah.
saw just a little hint of it when they supposedly took out Osama. Remember that
Mm,
when they were showing the heat
Mhm.
of him in the room? You could see
Mhm.
the shadows and oh yeah,
Mhm.
it's even way better
Yeah,
now
I
with
do
AI,
remember.
way better.
yeah.
I'll be
But
right
yeah,
back.
I have to go and figure that out, and I don't know if I can do all that. That's the other
Yeah.
truth too, because I don't
Yeah. My
remember.
friend, she does actually put a little piece of tape over her camera. She
Oh,
doesn't
okay,
yeah. So
that's a
that
good
she
idea.
doesn't use. But I said, I use my camera, so I have to,
Yeah.
there.
Maybe a little post-it or some like not the sticky part on the camera because I don't want that junk to have to clean off. So maybe I'll just put it on the very top and fold it over. I do put clothes on my like if I take it in the restroom while I'm, showering, and somebody told me they don't even do that because of the moisture, but I've done it for so long. I put clothes on top of it so you can't see nothing
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
that none of that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about Loop. If I'm not on it, I don't know if I'm interested. Did I get put on it? It's web page. How do we get on that list? Because I've been a regular live stream for quite a while, so I want to get on that list before I shout it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, very. Wait a minute. Where am I? Sorry, guys. I'm probably going to have to call it because I'm getting a little loopy.
Yeah, me too.
Well, a little more loopy than usual. Yeah, probably a little sleepy would be it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the smart TVs are intrusive trash. I love the way you said it. That sounds just like my daughter. She'll call things trash.
Yeah.
Not much about how
They're so
you.
trashy.
Yeah, right? Customs has your face already. There you go. Truth. You ever walk through an airport? They've got you.
Mhm.
Oh
A
yeah.
few stores. Oh, that's cool. Like stores like people have on YouTube. That's cool. Hey, what about me? Wait a minute. What the?
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Uh, hello. Um, it's my live belt loop. What
It's
about
it's her
me?
it's her live. I'm just joining.
What do you?
Appreciate it though.
Hello, little. Diva and I would like to be put on that too. With the.
I just went to Laura's site and clicked
All
it
right.
on.
Let me just get over there. Belt loop. I'm just teasing you, by the way. Is this one that you did? Belt loop. So then what do? We contact the person who has this list?
Email, check the mailbox to send to email. Click the mailbox to email us.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't work for me. It's because I'm in Canada. It takes longer.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work for me. It's already on it's okay, I see how it starts.
I think I have too many things open right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So then who do you oh, Seven Kin is on there. And I've been to Al. Okay. I'll have to come
Yeah.
back to my page because I can't read what's going on in my own StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
You can email him. Okay. Whose website is that?
Southern QA.
Thank you. Yeah. But I mean, is that somebody that it's a YouTuber that we know? Like it is a Devil Dog or you or like who has that? The website? Am I just wondering? Or Jesse? I know, right? Miss T, that's what you got to get.
Hello, Big Rhoda Show.
Oh, Big Rooster Show's in there. Wait, why isn't he not showing up on my?
He's in.
Oh, there
He's
he is. He's
mine.
way up. Sorry, Big
Yeah.
Rooster Show. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. I'm sorry, I was busy. I think you went live today, and I didn't get to go to any pretty much after Carol's because I had one going, and then I had Malachi after that dinner. Then hubby's home. Then Malachi to bed. Then going live. Friday's a busy day for me. Good busy though.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's
Going out of the box.
his channel is Web's Web. Okay. Thanks, Spell Loop. Appreciate it. Oh, growing out of the box. What's up? Now, are these people getting up, or did they just realize that we still going? Bob, what about? Yep. G, my hero. I wanna. Oh, okay. None of that in the side chat. Be nice. You did? Well, then I know you're probably following her soon if you've sent her to bed. Easy, Bob. That's been very entertaining, educational. Good night, ladies. Good night. Have a good night, Grumpus on Fire.
Night, Grumpus. Thanks for
Good night.
coming.
I'm gonna call. Appreciate it. Well, guys, thank you. Oh, welcome back to my chat, GT Junior. I am gonna call it. It's been 3-hour live. The 3-hour live. The 3-hour.
A 3-hour live.
So what time are you on tomorrow?
Diva is
I
on.
am
Go ahead.
7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I think that's 9 for you.
Okay. And Monday we're going to be on. I'm going to be interviewing Diva on my channel at 12 Central.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
12 Central. Okay, so that's 1 o'clock. Wait, no, Central, and it goes one more hour forward. So it's 1 for me if it's 12 Central.
Yeah.
Okay. That's on
10
Monday.
10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for me.
I gotta I'll make a thing and everything for it tomorrow. So
awesome.
I'll sing a thing.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know it.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't get to talk to people. I talk to people who don't talk right now. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming in.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye, guys.